DeWitt 18 of the 20 times they have played. DeWitt, though, gets the nod in this one. Hamburg at home against Dumas. Expect a very close game, and Hootens.com picks the Lions of Hamburg. Monticello at home is a favorite over Helena. All right, Barry, that's the rest of 4A. What do you see there?
David, Monticello has won 11 of the past 15 over Helena. Last week, the Billies used defense to beat McGee. Won't need as much defense tonight. The offense should roll against Helena. And then the Warren Lumberjacks continue to be the team to beat. They've got a dandy freshman quarterback in Jackson Denton and a good receiver in Cam Davis. McGee struggling with turnovers right now. Got to fix that or this one could get out of hand.
Back with Class 3A in a moment.
All right, David, getting a little closer to kickoff. I'm Chad Hooten for America's Car Mart, keeping you on the road. It's America's Car Mart, and they will do all they can to keep you on the road. America's Car Mart makes it easy to buy. They offer affordable, quality vehicles, low down payments, plus optional service contracts to offer a little peace of mind. And if you're credit challenged, America's Car Mart is the place for you. Affordable used vehicles with low down payments, flexible payment plans. It's America's Car Mart, keeping you on the road. And coming up next, it's more of the America's Car Mart Football Report.
Not all college ends with a bachelor's degree. There are shorter-term programs that help students get to work in a profession they love. Best of all, Arkansas needs qualified workers in these high-demand fields: healthcare, industry manufacturing, and information technology. There are scholarships such as Arkansas Workforce Challenge and Our Future that will help pay for classes. Apply today at scholarships.adhe.edu.
America's Car Mart, keeping you on the road. And this is the America's Car Mart Football Report. We're looking now at Class 3A on Hootens.com. Here's the 3A top 10. Boonville at number 1. Boonville scored at least 25 points in every game this season. Prescott checks in at number 2, followed by Harmony Grove, Ouachita County. That's the new name of what we used to know as Camden Harmony Grove. Harmony Grove, Ouachita County at number 3. Followed by Charleston at 4. Salem is 5. Salem's defense has only given up 491 yards this season. Hoxie is 4-0 and number 6. Walnut Ridge checks in at number 7. Mansfield scored 3 defensive touchdowns in its last outing and is ranked at number 8 this week. Magnet Cove is 9. Magnet Cove scoring 76 points against Baptist Prep in its last game. And Newport at 1-3, the number 10 team. Well, there are a couple of non-conference games. Let's look at those first. Number 6, Hoxie goes to Rison. Hoxie breezed past Melbourne 42-13 Friday to stay unbeaten this year, led by quarterback Caden Glenn, who is this week's First Community Bank Scholar Athlete of the Week. Hootens.com likes Hoxie over Rison in this one. Mackover welcomes Bowie out of Texas. Hootens.com going with the visitors in that game. In the 1-3A, here are conference games. Fourth ranked Charleston a favorite over Greenland. Lavaca at home is the pick over Cedarville. Number 8, Mansfield gets the nod over West Fork, that game in Mansfield. Now to the 2-3A, number 5, Salem unbeaten at home. Should get the win over winless Atkins. 10th ranked Newport travels to Quitman. Hootens.com is picking the Greyhounds of Newport. And Perryville is a road favorite at Delville Summit. In the 3-3A, number 7 Walnut Ridge, a favorite over Palestine Wheatley. Hootens.com picks Manila at home over Piggott. Okay, moving on to the 4-3A, Glen Rose at home faces Paris. Glen Rose put up an impressive 38-7 win over a tough Fordyce team last week. That was the Beavers' first win of the year. Make it 2 as Glen Rose is favored here. Bismarck at home, a favorite over Jesseville. Centerpoint gets the nod at 2 Rivers. Number 9, Magnet Cove going to Danville. Magnet Cove returning to action following a bye last week. They're looking to build upon the success it's seen so far this year. Hootens.com picking Magnet Cove to go to 4-0. In 5-3A conference games, Gurdon travels to number 2 Prescott. The Curly Wolves have won 7 straight against the Go Devils, scoring 40 or more points in each of those 7 games. Hootens.com likes Prescott to win this one. And Junction City traveling to Falk. Hootens.com picking the Dragons of Junction City there. In the 6-3A, number 3, Harmony Grove, Ouachita County is favored over Drew Central. That game in Ouachita County. And Fordyce, also at home, is the favorite over Barton. About 4 teams in Class 3A have open weeks. In Class 2A now, let's look at the rankings because there are a lot of changes in the Hootens.com rankings for 2A. Mineral Springs stays at number 1. The Hornets are unbeaten at 4-0. Bigelow, another unbeaten team, moves up 2 spots to number 2 after winning at center point of Class 3A. Carlisle up 4 to number 3 after beating Des Arc. And as a result, Des Arc drops 2 spots down to number 4. Hazen down 2 spots to number 5 despite Mercy ruling McCrory. Conway Christian is 6, moving down 1 spot after winning a close one over Dirks. East Poinsett County is down 1 to number 7 after beating Osceola of Class 3A. Mark Tree moves up 1 spot after beating Piggott. The Indians are 8. Cross County is 9th, down 1 position. And England at number 10. So a lot of movement there in the top 10 for Class 2A. 14 of 17 were picked correctly last week. Let's see how we do this time. In the 1-2A, Bigelow a favorite at Mountainburg. Conway Christian travels out of state to North Platte, Missouri. Hootens.com picking Conway Christian. Hector at home, a favorite over Johnson County Westside. In the 2-2A, number 4 Des Arc is the pick over Earl. Number 7 EPC, also playing at home, gets the nod over Clarendon. Number 9 Cross County is a home favorite over McCrory. And Hootens.com is going with Mark Tree at Mariana.
It's time now for Yellow Jacket football. The Yellow Jackets are looking for a great season as Coach Chris DeFran returns as one of the most winning coaches in Arkansas and will lead a good Yellow Jacket football squad into action. Tonight's game is brought to you by these fine sponsors: First Security Bank, Justin's Collision Repair and Towing, Joe Lee Chevrolet, The River Company Insurance Company, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, Blagg Law Firm, Davis Cash Lumber, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ozark Health Medical Center, by Goods Cash Saver, by Petty Jean Fiber, and by Conway Regional Medical Center, and by all the fine Yellow Jacket boosters. Tonight's live video stream on YouTube and Facebook brought to you by Petty Jean Fiber and by First Arkansas Bank and Trust. And the player of the game each week brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust in Clinton. Now, let's join our announcers for tonight's game. KHPQ Sports Director Jeff Hall and producer-announcer Mike Hawley. Get ready for tonight's Yellow Jacket football action on KHPQ.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from Jim Tomlinson Field. I'm Jeff Hall. My colleague joins me as we survey the field, the stands below us, a pregame prayer, followed by the national anthem here at Jim Tomlinson Field for this home game tonight against the Harmony Grove, Benton, or Haskell, as you might say. The Cardinals are in town in this conference matchup with the Jackets. Let's take one short break. The national anthem. When we return, we'll get you set for the kickoff. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, by the Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, by Main Street Florist, by Clinton Real Estate, by Johnny's Automotive, by American Home Pharmacy, by TLC Bookkeeping, and by Regions Bank. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's coverage. Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call: Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call. 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
And we're back live at Jim Tomlinson Field. I hope you're watching on the KHPQ live stream on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page. We've got our crew set up next door to us, and you can check those links out through there and watch the broadcast tonight and listen to our audio cast of the ball game. Or if you're in North Central Arkansas, we're 92.1 FM all over North Central Arkansas. If you're online, you can go to www.khpq.com. If you're on a mobile device, you can download the Hot Country KHPQ app, either for Apple products or Android products, and you can live stream tonight's broadcast. So however you join us, we're certainly glad to have you here for this conference matchup tonight. Clinton and Haskell. These two teams met up last year in a highly anticipated matchup. I think we rolled into Haskell. I think they brought every Pee Wee football player, cheerleader, elementary student that they had dressed in full gear to lead their team out on the field. There was so much hype that night in what was a 9-0 undefeated run to start Haskell's season last year. And the Jackets, unfortunately, they fell short in that one about week number 5 or so. But hopefully Clinton can return the favor tonight, hoping Haskell and get back on the winning side in the conference race after that matchup at Mayflower last week. We'll see how the boys, the coaching staff, respond, and certainly looking forward to this one. Let's bring Mike Holly in. We'll get you set for the kickoff.
Yeah, big game for both of these teams. They come in with a 1-1 record in conference play. The Jackets are 3-1 on the season. Haskell Harmony Grove is 2-2. Jackets ranked number 25 this week. They dropped 4 spots in the Hootens poll. Harmony Grove been ranked as high as number 9 this year. They're now ranked number 12th. A couple of veteran coaches here. Christy Fran, his 23rd season. Mike Guthrie starting his 15th season. Coach DeFran, 143 and 105, the winningest coach in Clinton football history. Harmony Grove, they've had 2 wins, both at home. They've had 2 losses, both on the road. We hope that continues tonight. They lost at DeWitt, and they lost a conference game 2 weeks ago at Pottsville. I think a game that they thought that they would win. And similar to last week, the Yellow Jackets thought, I think we all felt we were the favorite going into that Mayflower game. So both teams have kind of had a loss they weren't expecting. So, as you said, it'll be what the coaches can do to get the team back up after a tough loss last week. Harmony Grove started football back in 2009, and the previous 4 seasons, they only had 11 wins in the previous 4 seasons. But last year, they had the best season in school history. They won 10 games and won their first ever conference championship. So it's a program on the build. It's just outside of Benton and Bryant. I think they would like to be referred to as Haskell Harmony Grove, although some people and some news media calls them Benton Harmony Grove. And so last week, the Yellow Jackets lose 42-35 at Mayflower. 3 onside kicks, and Frankie Fennell's running last week doomed the Yellow Jackets in a conference opening loss on the road. Jackets trailed 21-7 at the half, but rallied and had the ball with 3:30 left in the game with a chance to tie the game when the Yellow Jackets committed their 4th turnover of the night, and that ended the ball game. Senior Dawson Burgess was our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game. He had 4 catches for 87 yards, 2 touchdowns, along with a big interception that got the Yellow Jackets going in the second half. He also had 5 tackles on defense. Sophomore quarterback Brody Dufran, once again, very efficient running the offense, 7 of 9 passing, 137 yards, 2 touchdown passes. The senior Zane Widener led the Jackets on the ground, 7 carries, 75 yards, including a 46-yard touchdown run. Harmony Grove rallied past CAC last week. CAC, the darling of the state, definitely the conference. Everybody's kind of flocked to them. They got off to such a good start with a high-flying quarterback. But Harmony Grove kind of brought them back down to earth last week. Won the game by a score of 43-42. Senior quarterback Lane Richardson, 7 of 10 passing, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he ran for 2. That's unusual. They're going to run a diamond T offense. It's an old-fashioned offense that goes back to the days of the wing T. In fact, this is a 3-year starter at quarterback. Last year he threw for just over 500 yards for the entire season. And to throw for 145 in one game, very unusual. They like to throw it 5 times or less in a game. The Jackets would like for them to throw it more because that usually means that they're behind. So that was an unusual game, and CAC loaded the box, trying to stop the run, and Harmony Grove took advantage of it last week with the pass. Last year, as Jeff mentioned, Jackets lost 42-21 at Harmony Grove. Jackets never led in that game and was played before a capacity crowd. They trailed 21-7 at the half, but cut it to trailed 21-7 at one point, cut it to 21-14 at the half. Joe Chalk had 3 touchdown passes in that game. He's here, by the way, tonight. 2 to Brody Emberton. That sounds familiar. And 1 to Zane Widener. But Harmony Grove tacked on a couple of touchdowns in the second half to put the game away by a score of 42-21 on their way to a conference championship. Jackets coming tonight averaging 42 points a ball game. They give up 25. Harmony Grove last year led the conference in defense. They only gave up 13 points a game last year, but so far this year they've given up 30 points a game. So something's happened there on defense for Harmony Grove, but they were the top defensive team in the conference last year. I think on roster they're probably better than they were last year. They returned 16 seniors, including everybody in the backfield, and 3 seniors on the offensive line. Very unusual. This is a senior-laden team. In fact, I was telling somebody today, I think they were a year ahead of schedule. They won the conference last year. They were probably aiming for this year. And but, they came within 1 point of that second loss last week, which, football is a short season. You lose a couple of conference games early and you got a whole bunch of seniors on your team. It can go south on you in a hurry. So Haskell with their backs against the wall, give them credit. They beat CAC last week by a point. And so their wins this year have come against CAC, and they opened the season with a big win over Riverview. But we'll see quarterback Lane Richardson threw for 519 yards last year. That's 43 yards a game. People say you need to pass more to win. You look at Harmony Grove, they only average 43 yards per game passing. Yellow Jackets are a predominantly running team, but they probably throw for 150 to 200 yards every Friday night. So it'll be an interesting contrast in teams. They also have some great senior running backs, and Landon Matthews, he had 917 yards last year. And also Peyton Potter, he had 894. So they returned 2 running backs last year that basically had 900 yards apiece, and they are run heavy. Potter carried the ball 161 times in 12 games, and Matthews carried it 141 times. And so I tell people, teams that run the option, you don't see this much, this diamond T, but it's a form of the option. The wing T, the flex bone, or the midline option, it pays to have a veteran quarterback to make the reads, get you in the right play, know the timing to make the handoffs and make the pitches. And they have this quarterback tonight is not the athlete that we saw last week, a quarterback from Mayflower, but for this offense, he is one of the best you'll see. I call him an operator. That's what he is back there. He's an operator under center, operating this Diamond T offense. So we're just moments away. Haskell Harmony Grove coming onto the field. Hey, I'm going to mention, this is the 3rd time these teams have met. We met last year at Harmony Grove, but if you remember, one of the best games ever played at Jim Tumleson Field, 2017, second round of the playoffs right here, and it was a shootout. The Jackets hung on to win 48-42. The Jackets led all night long, but you had to keep holding your breath because Harmony Grove, in those days of time, ran the spread, and they kept hitting those long passes and those quick scores, and you had to hold your breath to the very end. We finally had to recover an onside kick in the final minute to ice the game away, but that was the Weston Amos, that was the Drake twins, that was Caleb Bowman,
Sky
Davidson. And that was the game that sent us down to Junction City the next week to play on Thanksgiving weekend. But it was a memorable game right here at Jim Tomlinson Field. And they were coached that time by Paul Cowley. If you remember him, had a great career at Bryant and then came over to help Harmony Grove get their football program started. Paul Cowley was the coach that night. And it was a different day and time for Harmony Grove. It was air raid, it was spread, it was throw it all over the field. Tonight it is keep it out of the air and try to run all over the field and the style they play now. So it looks like the Jackets will kick it off to start this one. And let's see what the Jackets can do. Can they bounce back from a tough loss last week?
And the players have taken the field. Yellow Jackets will be kicking from left to right. They're dressed in gold pants tonight, black jerseys, gold helmets. Harmony Grove, the Cardinals, dressed in black pants, white jerseys, red helmets. As they'll be set, as you talked about last week. And again, let's go live to the live stream on KHPQ Sports YouTube and the KHPQ Facebook page. We talked about those onside kicks last week. You know, we're never surprised if head coach Chris Dufran's going to pop an onside kick at any point in the ballgame for the Yellow Jackets. We're on grass this week, not as turf. Sometimes that makes a difference. We'll see here for the kickoff. Infante down the field, going to pooch it down, and it's going to go out of bounds near the Harmony Grove 30. And that will be a penalty for the ball going out of bounds untouched. And we'll see the Cardinals.
You know, the freshman Derek Infante, for his opening night as a varsity player, had a great game at Mayflower. Had 3 extra points and continuously kicked off on those sky kicks. And got to give the young freshman a lot of credit.
So that will move the football to the 35-yard line. The Cardinals will be there for their opening drive of the ball game. The defense for the Yellow Jackets. In the secondary, Josh Fultz. And let's see who else. Bryson Littell. Also for Clinton, Dawson Maynard, back from injury. He's there. Zane Widener's an outside linebacker. Handoff on the left side, left tackle. Push forward for about 3 yards to the 38. That'll bring up second down. Also for the Yellow Jackets, you'll have Bryson Venable at a linebacker spot. You'll also have Zach Hunt-Gonzalez at a linebacker. Your down lineman is trying to pick up some numbers out on the field.
Well, you'll see more down linemen tonight. The Yellow Jackets went with 3 down linemen and 3 safeties in kind of a halo, but you're going to see, as you're looking down there tonight, you're seeing 5 down lineman with Dawson Burgess on the defensive end to the right.
See Alec Huey along with Chris Vance. And I think that may be Larry Swan. Handoff up the middle. Going to fall forward. Look to pick up the first down at about the 48-yard line. Pickup of about 9 on the carry. And the first down of the ball game for the Cardinals.
If you're watching at home, you can see why it's called the Diamond T offense. Quarterback, he has a running back to each side and a running back directly behind him in the shape of a diamond. These first 2 plays, you saw only tight ends, double tight end on one side, no receivers. That is a run-heavy set. Now, eventually they'll send one of those tight ends, or maybe 2 of them, on a straight go route. That's why you can't fall asleep, and that's when they're going to pass the football.
Ball's on the near hash. Below our broadcast vision, handoff right side through the hole and up across the Yellow Jacket 40. Back-to-back first downs for the Cardinals. They're just creating a seam there, blocking at the line, and the burst through there. And a pickup about 11-12 on the carry. The tackle by Zane Widener.
Quarterbacks go to the line in most offenses, and they count the defensive players. In this, the offensive line is going to outnumber the defensive line. And so it's heavy run.
Under the center, handoff right side, off tackle. Pickup of about 3, maybe 4 on the carry, up to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, you have 7 or 8 on the offensive line. You have 5 defensive linemen. We talked about overloading stuff. On this instance, we're overloading the entire offensive line against that Yellow Jacket defensive line. Also, if they hand the ball to that diamond back, the one directly behind the quarterback, he's going to run at an angle behind one of those two wing backs, and then you actually pick up another blocker.
Now the football's in the middle of the field. 35, handoff, starts the middle, bounces to the right, pickup of about 2 on the carry, the 38.
As an all-option offense, you have to stay on schedule. That means a positive play on each down. You can't have a lost yardage play, a penalty, something like that. So far, Haskell's been on schedule. Every play's been positive. Now it's 3rd down and 3, and this offense, that's 4-down territory.
We'll break the huddle, under center, 3 backs behind. The give, left side, off tackle, hit at the line of scrimmage, driven back, no gain on the play, and the Yellow Jackets make the tackle at the 37. He might have got a yard, but that's going to bring up 4th and 2 for Harmony Grove at the Yellow Jacket 32-yard line.
Yeah, big early play in this one, try to get that Harmony Grove offense off the field. If not, they just chew up the clock. 4th and a long 2 here. Got to watch the quarterback, too. He'll go down the line and run what's basically called a true option. He'll come down the line and pitch it. But they tried a lot of times to get around the corner. Everything so far has been between the tackles.
Here we go. Defense looking for a stop. It's a quick snap. And stopped. There's a penalty on the play. The play, look, I lost it there for a minute, the snap, but it's a false start. So 5 yards, back them up. Keep it 4th down. 4th and 7 back at the 37.
Yeah, I like to have that. Go ahead and have that play. The Yellow Jackets stuffed it at the line of scrimmage. They got out of timing on that one and a false start, but it's 4th down and 7. See if they want to put the ball in the air. They run a lot of drag routes across the middle.
Well, it looks like we're seeing a different set. Looks like a short punt formation by the Cardinals. There's the snap. That'll be it. It'll be the kick from the 44. Yellow Jackets don't send anyone back.
Wow.
The ball bounds into the end zone. It's a touchback, and Clinton will have it at the 20 after the defensive stand when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Savers. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Savers a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets. Tonight's football game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Artelco, by Crowell Saw and Supply, by Latitude Bistro, by Joe and Hash, by Dr. Jamie Beavers, by the Huddle House, by Clinton Physical Therapy and Fitness, and by attorney Chad Brown. These fine sponsors in part bring you tonight's football action.
Zach Hunt Gonzalez on the carry. He'll pick up the 1st down. That's the first Petty Jean 1st down of the ballgame for the Yellow Jackets. In the break there, Zane Widener had a carry for 9 yards, the big senior for the Yellow Jackets. And Hunt Gonzalez gets the 1st down, and Clinton's got it at their own 41.
Good start to this one. Defense got a stop. Really surprised that Harmony Grove punted that football from the 35, kicked it in the end zone, only picked up 15 yards net.
They give us to Littell, moving left to right. They'll take him low at about the ankles, but he'll get to the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 on the carry.
Now, last year we know the Jackets, one of the weaknesses we had last year was lack of numbers of linemen. And if you remember, Cash Carpenter got hurt early, the first or second game. Hunter Hewitt, another good offensive lineman, got hurt at about the 4-minute mark of the first quarter last year against Harmony Grove, and the Yellow Jackets were just bare thin with linemen. This year, the Yellow Jackets stopped with 10, 12 linemen this year, so a different look for Clinton this year.
Creed Brown, the snap to Dufresne under center, the handoff, moving left to right, turns it up in the tackle. That's Littell again on the carry. Again, another pickup of 4 for Littell. He'll move it to the 45. Clinton looking at a 3rd and 1 at their own 45-yard line.
Littell, a good game last week against Mayflower, had some tough runs, physical runs. Got hit pretty hard a few times and kept coming right back in. Looked like maybe they had a spy maybe on Widener last week, and so Littell took advantage of that.
We're looking right down the line of scrimmage. Quick snap, handoff. Hunt Gonzalez, first down, up to the 50-yard line. The sophomore for the Yellow Jackets. Petty Jean Fiber, first down.
Good tougher on the inside by the sophomore. He has not missed a beat since he moved up from junior high.
5:33 in the opening quarter. No score in this one. Clinton's first drive of the ball game. Yellow Jackets break the huddle. Dufresne's going to be in the shotgun for the first time tonight. He'll be standing at his own 44-yard line. The snap from Brown. Gets it. Quick pass. Left side. Caught by Burgess at the 49, 50, 45, 40. To the sidelines. He's loose. Driven out of bounds. Across the Harmony Grove 30. A Petty Jean Fiber. First down.
Burgess with a great game last week. 4 catches, 87 yards. One of those was just like that when he went like 46 yards on just a quick out. And that time he catches it. Got a good block by a receiver out there. And takes it down. I guess just outside the 45 all the way down to the 31-yard line. The Jackets' drive started back at the 20.
Now the ball's on the far hash, the Harmony Grove side of the field. They got a lot of folks in the stands tonight across the way. Their cheer squad and band as well. Dufresne stays in the shotgun, fakes the handoff to Gonzalez, rolls to his right. He's got a lot of green. He'll pass caught. Oh, Widener can't pull it in. Almost a one-handed catch at the 30. Had a defender trailing him, but it drops to the turf, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
He almost pulled that in one-handed. Had a couple of defenders pretty close. Looked like the linebackers. I'm not sure if they got a spy, maybe number 33 for them. Always watching where Widener's going. And now the Yellow Jackets facing a 2nd down and 10. Back-to-back passes for the Jackets. See if they go back to the ground here.
That's Zane Widener, the standout for the Yellow Jackets, the 501 magazine. Player to watch for Clinton. Pitch, Widener, left to right, turns it up inside. It's got some traffic. He'll take 2-3 tacklers down to the turf with him. He'll move it to the 28-yard line. A pickup of about 3 on the carry. Yellow Jackets facing 3rd and 7 at the Harmony Grove 28-yard line.
Definitely 4-down territory here. You want to get this thing close if you don't get the first down.
Football's in the middle of the field. Big Alec Huey, left tackle, Yellow Jacket line. Dufresne's going to shift, move players. He'll drop back in the shotgun. Gonzalez to his right, goes in motion. Fake that way, back to the left. Caught by Burgess. Hit, spun up about the 22, maybe the 21. Looks to be just short of the first down mark, but a good pickup on the throw and catch from Dufresne to Burgess. 4th and 1.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be even a bigger play than that. That's, we talk about counter plays with running where you look one way and go the other. That was a counter pass as Brody looked to his right and then wheeled back and threw that same tunnel screen to Burgess over there on the outside, but he used the counter look, trying to throw off the defense and then come back to the far side. And Jackets have a chance here on 4th down.
At the 22, they need the 21. 7 seconds on the play clock. Dufresne rises up, and there's going to be a timeout. Quick timeout. Stay with us. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Clay, what can we come to expect in Clinton?
Same great service that you've always gotten at that store, plus the same great service that you get at our stores. We've kept all the employees, and so the employee base there that's been servicing the community stay in and become part of the Clay Maxey team. And it's just exciting. It's such a great community. The commerce in Clinton is really good.
Clinton is growing, and so is Clay Maxey.
Clinton is growing. It's a neat community. My first Chrysler store, so it's exciting to have Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram.
Clay Maxey, CDJR.com.
Yeah, we're back here for a big Yellow Jacket 4th and 1. See if they can convert.
Dufresne understood to give us Gonzalez. Just left of Creed Brown. Looks like he's got the first up at the 18-yard line of Petty Jean Fiber. First down.
And went behind that left side over there with Alec Huey and English and Brown. And then, of course, now you can push a ball carrier forward. And Widener was pushing him forward, too. And then You won't see a quicker fullback than Zach Hunton Gonzalez. He hits the hole quick. And one thing about diamond tee, wing tee, flex bone, whatever you want to call it, plays happen quickly at the line of scrimmage.
Turn the give, handoff, right side. I think that's Littell. Let me get a number. He's hit not
McCarver,
much.
I believe.
McCarver. Number 1 for the Yellow Jackets, the sophomore Caleb McCarver. The 21, a pickup of 2 on the carry.
McCarver coming off his best game of the year so far last week at Mayflower. Scored a touchdown, caught a couple passes. And the young sophomore's going to be good before his career is over.
Head coach Chris DeFran, he's got a staple of running backs. Seems like we could just about say that every year. He's got them again this year. Got some sophomores help leading the way. Give Widener out of the slot. Left, right, up the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, Zane Widener. Yellow Jackets 6, Cardinals 0.
Great cutback. It was that trying to get wide on that buck sweep. Then he cut back, got in between the tackles there. Broke the tackle, got into the end zone. But he could have thrown that out wide. Probably wouldn't have scored. Would have picked up some yards. But that great cutback, he was able to get in the end zone. I think that's the 12th touchdown of the year for Zane Widener.
And Derek Infante on for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's no good. Wide left on that one. But the Yellow Jackets strike first. An early 6-point lead, 2:36 in the first. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
We have partnered with Carti to bring world-class cancer treatment to Van Buren County.
Some chemos are between 1 to 2 hours to 8 hours. So when a patient is sick, diagnosed with a cancer, traveling to Little Rock, that's a pretty long day for sick people.
Back in the old days, you had to get on the interstate, go to Conway or go to Little Rock to get your chemo treatments. My mom, for a year and a half, was able to take them right here in Clinton, Arkansas. Big peace of mind for my mom.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, after a stop by the Yellow Jacket defense, the Jackets drive 80 yards for the touchdown. Picked up 3 first downs along the way, and Zane Widener kept it off with a 16-yard touchdown run. Infante's extra point was wide left, so the Yellow Jackets lead 6-0 here. Only 2:30 left in the first quarter. This game is flying by here, but these two teams predominantly staying on the ground.
I think you were talking to me about that during the week, and I used to tell folks on the radio, hey, 7 o'clock kickoff, just settle in. We'll be here at about 10 o'clock, and that includes the post game. Well, we may have to have a long post game tonight. If you were talking about how fast this one might go tonight, as far as the game clock. But inside handoff, good open field tackle, solo tackle by Zane Widener, doing it on both sides of the ball, offense, defense. These special teams. He's the standout senior. Widener on the tackle. 2nd down and 6.
Jackets forced a Cardinal punt after a couple of first downs. Harmon Grove was going to line up and go for it on 4th and 2. He had a false start penalty and then decided to punt it, and the Yellow Jackets took advantage, driving 80 yards for the score.
Under center, 3 backs, inside handoff, quick through the hole, but the Yellow Jacket defense converge.
Here comes
Bryce
a flag.
Venable.
And it's going to be a face mask against the Yellow Jackets. Boy, the Yellow Jackets got almost 3 or 4 late in the game last week at Mayflower. They're going to get whistled for one here.
And the tackle, the ball's at the 45, so let's see if they tack on 15 from there.
Wow. I thought maybe the
midfield.
5-yard incidental, but they're going to get the 15-yard one. That flips the field over.
all the way to the Yellow Jacket 40-yard line.
It'll be a 15-yard penalty. It's good for a Cardinal first down.
At the 40, Harmony Grove. 1:35, clock running the first quarter. Clinton 6, Cardinals 0, under center. Hand off to the right side, got a lead blocker, but tackled, dropped. A 1-yard pickup, going to bring up second down. Hunt Gonzalez looked to be low on that tackle.
Yeah, good job by Max Lopez on number 62. He pushed that offensive line on that side back into the backfield. Running back kind of ran into him, too, and then Jackets came in and made the tackle. But on this offense, too, if you can get a push on that defensive line. Last year, the Yellow Jacket junior high dominated Harmony Grove playing the same offense. But that junior high squad was loaded with linemen last year.
And fake the handoff down the line. Read option. Turns it up. Quarterback keeps it across the 30 up to the 27-yard line, and a first down for the Cardinals.
Been waiting for that. That's part of their offense. That's, when you think of the option, that's what you think of. Most people think of quarterback going down the line. He's going to read the defensive end, and he got down the line there, and the Yellow Jacket defender on that end decided to cover the pitch man. So that means the quarterback keeps the ball and cuts upfield. And I told you, this kid is not as good an athlete as the kid we saw last week at Mayflower, but in this offense, he is an operator.
Now the ball on the far hash, the visiting side. Under center, handoff. Left side, met at the line, pushback, no gain. A host of Yellow Jackets in on the tackle.
And that's what you need defensively. No gain, short gain, or lost yardage. That puts them off schedule.
Gonzalez, Gadberry, Burgess.
And that's going to end the first quarter of play. And it was a quick one. It's 7:21. A score and a timeout. We still only played 20 minutes.
Well, let's go ahead and keep it here during the break. We're in week 5 of the 2023 Arkansas High School football season. We're in the kind of week 2 of the conference race. Again, Clinton dropping that one to Mayflower last week, looking to get on the winning side of the ledger here in the conference. And kind of looking around at the other schools in the conference, you kind of look up this year, and we got a lot of good teams, fairly even record right now, but a lot of big games the remainder of the schedule.
Yeah, almost everybody you talk to thinks the winner of this conference is going to have at least one loss, if not two. Barry Grooms, Hootens Arkansas football, the expert on all things high school football, he says the winner's going to have at least 2 losses. There's only 2 teams left that are undefeated, and they play tonight as Mayflower heads over to Pottsville tonight. And both those teams are, Pottsville's 2-0, Mayflower's 1-0 going into tonight. So one of those two is going to pick up a loss tonight over at Pottsville. Everybody else has 1 loss, like these 2 teams, and some already have 2 losses. So this is definitely every win you can get is valuable. I still think there's 6 teams for 5 spots, 5 playoff spots. I think there's 6 teams, maybe 7, because now Mayflower has a win. Mayflower didn't get a win last year against any of the top teams. And so you might say there's 7 teams for 5 spots.
Going to start the second quarter. The Cardinals moving left to right. They're at the Yellow Jacket 27. Handoff left side and tackled. May have lost a yard behind the line of scrimmage. And again, good job on the right side of that Yellow Jacket defense.
Justin Washington on the carry.
Yeah, good job over there.
For the Yellow Jackets, number 34, Zach Hunt Gonzalez.
Gonzalez with a tackle.
Well, you may be able to hear public address announcer Brian Henderson over our mics. You keep hearing Zach Hunt Gonzalez on every time a tackle is called. So the sophomore coming in from that linebacker spot and making a difference here. Cardinals 3rd and 10.
See if Harmony Grove wants to put the ball in the air for the first time tonight.
And looks like they will. They're going to drop back pass, throw it deep, and battling for the football. Single coverage, incomplete. Littell on the coverage. 4th and 10 for the Cardinals.
You couldn't have played that any better than Littell did. Basically, that was a wheel route, a running back coming out of the backfield and down the side. They used also counter play. He looked over to the left, over to the Harmony Grove sideline, then looked all the way back to the right. And the Yellow Jackets did not buy it. They're hoping somebody in the secondary will look into the backfield and lose sight of the receiver. Littell didn't. Great defense. It's 4th and 10. And can the Jackets get them off the field right here?
We saw Harmony Grove a 4th down earlier. They punted. This time they're going to go. Looking to pass. Pressure. He's hit in the back. It gets loose. Still on his feet. He's going to throw it. It's incomplete. And the Yellow Jacket defense all over in the backfield will force that incompletion. The ball is going to go over on downs at the 27-yard line.
Looks like they had him sacked back at about the 35, and he somehow got out of that. But the Yellow Jackets stayed in coverage out there and had pretty good coverage on the pass when incomplete. And the defense holds once again, and they'll take over this time at the 27-yard line. That first series began back at the 20.
As Dawson Burgess brings the play in from head coach Chris Dufresne, assisted by Joe Hudson, Jesse Wilson, and Jordan Benson on the Yellow Jacket sideline. And Clinton's going to spread the field a bit. It's 2 receivers on the right. Got a tight end and a slot on the left. Dufresne's in the shotgun, back out of the field. Wants to throw it back inside screen. Catch, makes a miss, still on his feet, up the middle. Zane Widener to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 7 on the throw and catch.
And some little extracurricular activity at the end of that play. I don't see a flag on the field. Widener didn't like the takedown. Those are different ways to try to get the ball to Zane. You know, the defenses are always keying on Widener, so you look for different ways to get him the ball, the handoff, the pitch. This time it was the little tunnel screen.
Now everyone in tight. The wing tee set, the turn, the give, fullback. Right side, the tackle, a yard to the 35-yard line, maybe a yard and a half or 2. Going to bring up 3rd and short for the Yellow Jackets. Going to need to pick up a yard. This 3rd down play coming up. Gonzalez on the carry.
Venable checking in along with Colton Warren.
Look for Warren in the slot. Venable at the fullback position.
Yeah, Venable and Zach Hunt Gonzalez have done a great job sharing that fullback spot.
Quarterback sneaks. Dufresne ahead. Looks like he's got it. I see the sideline official coming in about the 41.5-yard line. Excuse me, that's about the 36.5-yard line. And the official put the ball down.
Not the greatest spot there.
Let's look to the sideline. The marker on the visiting side of the field. Uh-oh. He's short. 4th down for the Yellow Jackets. Harmony Grove territory. Head coach Chris Dufresne. He's
not even going to measure. I think Coach Dufresne would like to have a measurement. He just looked, and you're on grass fields. It's different if you're on a turf field and everything's painted on the field. But that's so close for the officials say it's not a 1st down.
Well, they're in the wing tee set. They're going to go. They're going to try to draw the Cardinals. They will snap it. Dufresne goes forward. The quarterback keeper looks like he got positive yardage. It's a 1st down. A Petty Jean 1st down for the Yellow Jackets.
I think maybe you saw the official immediately signal 1st down. I think it's because they didn't measure that last play. He wasn't going to let that one linger. And Brody gets the 1st down up just a couple of inches over the 37-yard line, looks like, but it's good enough for 4 new plays for the Yellow Jackets.
And quickly, back to the line of scrimmage. Handoff, left side, Widener. Ball in his blockers, 40, turns it up. Good hit, defensive stop, going to drive Zane out of bounds, but not before he gets to the 42-yard line. And a pickup of 5.
I mentioned earlier the sophomores and the plethora of running backs. We still have yet to see Rylan Jones, a sophomore running back, and when he gets back, talked to him before the game today, said he's healing well and healing quickly. He said he's ready to get back out on the field, and that'll be a big shot for the Yellow Jackets when he gets back with those fresh legs. That speed also helps the Yellow Jackets in the secondary on defense. Well, if you get a win tonight, you got an off week next week, you got a chance to get a lot of people healed up.
Widener out of the slot, this time left to right. A lot of traffic, turns it up inside, fighting for yards. He'll get close. He's at the 47. That's where he needs to get a 1st down. Let's see where they put the ball down. They'll move it back to the 46. Going to leave a yard short. 3rd and 1 for Clinton at their own 46.
And that's a run by a great running back there. There was nothing there, and he was able to pull and turn and fall forward and get it up to within a yard of a 1st down.
Handoff left side, fullback. 1st down up to the 50-yard line. Petty Jean Fiber, 1st down on the carry by Bryson Venable.
Yeah, the fresh legs of Venable. He got hit behind the line of scrimmage, shook that off, got across the line of scrimmage, got up to the midfield, and the Jackets have the second first down of this series. And we say it a lot, but a two-possession lead is big in a team that plays an offense like Harmony Grove plays.
Hunt Gonzalez on the fullback spot, the carry from the 50 to the 48, a pickup of 2. And thus far, I don't know, maybe you might not could draw it up any better. A little bit different offensive style between these two teams, but maybe Clinton doing to what what we saw Harmony Grove do to Clinton last year. Just good ball control drives, moving the football down the field, keeping the clock running. Second down and 8. Pitch to Widener. Oh, he's going to pass. Up high, one-on-one. He's got a receiver behind the back, caught at the 11-yard line. Colton Warren on the catch. Petty Jean Fiber first down at the Cardinal. He's at the 12-yard line, I believe.
We've used that play before, but never with Zane Widener. I've watched practices over the years. I've really never seen Zane really line up and throw passes very often. So that pass was perfect, and they caught Harmony Grove asleep, and a good catch out there with a defender trying to run it back down. The Yellow Jackets with a big play, and Coach Dufresne with another great play call, and the Jackets have it at the 12.
Handoff right to left, behind the line of scrimmage, hit, driven backwards. No gain on this one as Littell met by the Cardinals, pushed backwards. Second down and 10 at the 12.
Widener gets the ball so much running the football and catching it, and everybody that watches film, they just see him run it. So you can see there from up here, as soon as he got the ball, all the defense was running straight to Zane, and a great play call by Coach Dufresne to hit that halfback pass, and the Jackets see if they can take advantage here, but now they're facing the 2nd and 11.
Double handoff in the backfield. Right to left, 10, 5, touchdown, Widener, Clinton 12, Harmony Grove 0, 5:45 in the second.
Hey, we've used that probably once a game so far this year. We've used it a lot more over the years, but that misdirection, the ball's going to the right side, then the handoff back to the left, and with Widener's speed and ability to break a tackle, he got to the outside. There's just a couple of defenders out there, had an angle on him, but he's so good. He can break tackles with that stiff arm. He gets in the end zone, and Widener with his second touchdown of the night. The Jackets, after missing that extra point, will go for 2.
Zane will stay in the backfield. He's like he's going to do a shotgun snap. They're going to run the Wildcat. He takes it, fakes the handoff straight ahead. Widener, big pile up near the goal line. If he gets a push from his teammates, he's in. The 2-point conversion is good. Clinton 14. Cardinals 0, 5:45 in the second. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Black Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Black Law Firm. Whether it's an injury, accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blaglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports.
Well, the Jackets stop Harmony Grove on downs, take advantage, drive 73 yards for the touchdown. A Widener, his second touchdown of the night. This one from 12 yards out, and he tacked on the 2-point conversion. And with 5:45 left, the Jackets lead 14-0. And I was telling Jeff during the break, it's a big series here. Harmony Grove down by 2 scores, 5:45 left in the half. If we can get a stop here and maybe another score, or if we don't get another score, we get the ball to start the second half. And so this will be a big series for this Jacket defense, who so far is 2 for 2 tonight in keeping Harmony Grove off the board.
Well, we're missing our stat coach, Matthew Post, tonight. He's away. I guess he's getting ready for the Razorback game down in Baton Rouge, as you said, tomorrow night. But
yeah, him and Dad and some friends have gone down to Baton Rouge.
Under center. The snap, the give, straight up the middle. Tackled, pick up a yard or two to the 42. I don't know if anybody. This may be one of those nights when they get the stats after the ball game from the video. I don't know. I know Zane Widener's picking them up again. He's already been our first Arkansas Bank and Trust Player of the game this year, but now he's got 2 touchdowns. He's run the ball. He's caught the ball. He's passed the ball successfully. You know, he's the return man on kickoffs and punts. He's not got a chance to do that yet, but again, Zane getting all types of all-purpose and all kinds of touches tonight here. We're still in the first half. Second down, almost 7 for the Cardinals. One back in the field looking to pass. Drop backs and tackled. Sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Alec Huey, the sophomore.
Alec, he kind of ran past him and reached back with that big arm, grabbed him around the chest, and then just kind of pulled him to the ground. And a big sack by Alec Huey, forcing a 3rd down and 11. And here's what we talked about, the Jackets with a chance to get Harmony Grove off the field right here.
They're as big a Yellow Jacket football fan as we got this year is Bobby Bagley. Alec's grandfather. Always enjoyed talking football with him, and I'm sure that's a proud moment there, seeing how good the sophomore's doing. And that's going to force the Cardinals to take a timeout. 4:15 here in the second quarter. Clinton 14, Harmony Grove 0.
Jordan Benson excited on the near side as they force Harmony Grove to take a timeout and talk things over. It'll be a 3rd down and 11 when they come back from their own 34-yard line. 4:15 left. You get a stop here. Plenty of time with the ball. Maybe go down and score again. First things first, so let's get the stop right here. One thing I've noticed different this week than we saw last week, Mayflower consistently over and over we're getting 6, 7, 8 yards on first down, which is making the playbook fully open and really kept the defense off balance. So far tonight, the Yellow Jackets have pretty much kept Harmony Grove maybe to 3 yards or less on first down, and that really is an advantage for the defense. That kind of shrinkens up that playbook just a little bit and puts them in down and distance situations they don't want to be in.
And different from last year, Clinton wasn't able to do that. I don't know if we talked about it on air tonight. United had kind of the difference this year and last year from Clinton not being able to stop that rushing attack Harmony Grove last year. The difference this year thus far being that line play and the
deeper
linebacker.
Deeper, talented linemen coming back from last year and then added on with that sophomore class.
And look at the pass again. Quick pass. Dump pass. Coming out of the slot or the tight end. That was a hot one. Couldn't pull it in at the 45. Incomplete. 4th and 11. Looks like the Cardinals are going to swap personnel. Maybe their second punt of the half.
Good job by the defense. That's the type of passes you'll see out of that. The flex bone, the midline option. Are those wings, just straight goes. And just a quick release. If he catches that ball, he's probably going to have a first down, but it was just out of his reach, and the Yellow Jackets are hoping for a return here from Zane Widener.
And the Cardinals, they'll be punting. Kick goes from the 27. It's high, but it's short. It's going to hit at the 45, back to the 47. And a couple of guys get mixed up there away from the football. No flags on the play. Clinton's going to have it at the 47. And
penalty flag.
Okay, there's the flag.
I'm kind of worried, though, when the Yellow Jackets took their helmet off.
Took a helmet off, that's right. I think that was the call.
It looked like a Yellow Jacket player was slammed to the ground. Nothing was thrown then. The flag came after a Yellow Jacket took his helmet off. That was what I'd be worried about right here. But the initial play is what caused the whole situation. It was a obvious the Yellow Jackets were not going to return the kick. It's just going to be where the ball finally rolled dead, and really no need for the slam to the ground there.
I guess it kind of depends on what the officials saw. I guess folks always teach their kids that maybe it's not the first
It's not the first hit. It's always
it's the retaliation. The second person always gets caught, I think what they say. Miss Treach deals with that a lot. She gets that. She gets the answer of, I didn't do it first.
And it appears, the official, there is going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Yellow Jackets. And the crowd won't like that one.
I think the official, you could have used, now we're taking the helmet off. He may have had his hands tied, but a little bit of common sense preventative officiating would be to call it on both sides, and nobody would have argued. No team would have gained an advantage, but you would have got the, you got the word across that you got called for an unsportsmanlike conduct. Now it's got a great field position at the 47. Now it's back at the 32. Main thing, the Yellow Jackets have the football, and there's still 4 minutes on the clock, and the Jackets have 2 timeouts, so plenty of time. They can move the football.
And if this drive holds the form like the first couple in this, the Yellow Jackets could look 4 minutes. They could use up this clock, score or not here, to close out the first half. Keep Harmony Grove from getting the football back another time. But now as the Yellow Jackets get set, they're going to take a timeout. I don't know if the clock got close or Coach saw something there on that shift that wasn't right. That'll be Clinton's second timeout of the first half.
No need to rush something and make a mistake. Main thing, you have the football. Worst thing that happens here, we just run the clock out. Harmony Grove didn't get it. We get the ball to start the second half. So even if we don't score, take the time off the clock. Best thing happens, we score. Worst thing happens, we just go into half up 14. So that both options are pretty good here, and you get the ball to start the second half. So you don't want to make a mistake by turning the ball over on your end of the field and giving Harmony Grove new life here. And a good call by Coach DeFran there. When something didn't look right, just go ahead and get the timeout. I think we talk about it in basketball a lot of times. If you make a mistake, defensively, it could cost you points. Same thing with football. But also on the offensive side of football, you're always worried about a turnover.
So out of the timeout, ball's on the near hash. Blows here, everyone in tight. Wing T, handoff, moving right to left. Widener turns it back up in traffic, running hard. Bouncing around a bit. Pick up almost 10. Let's see if he gets a first down. It is a Petty Jean Fiber first down.
And you notice when they come out of the timeout, a completely different formation and play than the one they showed before the timeout.
Well, Clinton's going to play pass. Right back on the ball. They snap it. Same play. Widener gets again. Flag behind the line of scrimmage. Usually a false start or procedure penalty, so look for this one to come back. They tackled Zane after a couple of yards, maybe 3, but
that was going to come back, but a good job by Creed Brown from his center spot. Whoa! Tell you what happened. If you don't huddle and you don't offensively substitute, the defense can't substitute. I think they tried to substitute, had too many men on the field. If you do substitute on offense and the umpire, the guy with the that's over the center behind the defensive line, he'll come in and stand over the ball and allow the other team to also substitute. So the Yellow Jackets went right back to the line without huddling, and Harmony Grove had players on the field. And another good play call coming out of that Yellow Jacket coaching staff. Love 1st and 5s.
3:30 on the game clock at the 48-yard line. Back under center. Wing T. Slot it, split in tight. And hit low in the backfield is Widener. At the ankles, he'll be tripped up and tackled. No gain on the play. Second down and 5.
Yeah, that one got busted by the linebacker. He was able to knife through from his middle linebacker spot, got into the backfield, tripped that one up before he got started. That's why you like 1st and 5. If you don't get anything on second down, it's still 2nd and 5. So
back under center. Fake the handoff. Step to the left. Looking to pass. 4 receivers in the pattern. Back across the middle. A little bit high. Couldn't pull it in. Flag on the play away from the intended receiver up at the 40.
Liam Hudson on this sideline on the go route had a step on his defender. Went over the middle to Widener.
Could the receiver have been held, I don't know, away from the football? Or pushed out of bounds. I don't know about that.
I don't know where the flag's at. Do you see it?
It's down at the 40.
On the 40.
The Yellow Jacket sideline. I don't know if Gonzalez was over there or Hudson.
Liam Hudson was coming down the sideline on a go route, and I think you called it, dude.
Holding. Against the Cardinals.
Little defensive holding
A lot of times when you see run all night, then your D-backs, they're looking in the backfield. All of a sudden, oh, it's a pass. They got to try to reach out and grab somebody. That may have been what happened right there.
Be good for Clinton Yellow Jackets.
Well, it's going to move it to the Harmony Grove 42. It's a Petit Fiber first down by penalty, and Clinton's right back on the ball. 2 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. On the drive, fullback handoff. Gonzalez running hard across the 40 all the way up to the 38, a pickup of 4.
That's what great fullbacks do. If you saw that, he got about 2 yards, fell forward, ends up getting almost 5 yards. The great running backs, they're falling forward even when they go down.
And he's only a sophomore. Hopefully we got 3 more years of that. Stays in the ball game. Gonzalez, Dufresne under center. Widener in motion, takes the pitch, moving to the right. Gonzalez blocks on the end. Zane Widener over a defender, keeps his feet moving. It'll take him down. Well, finally, he stayed in bounds, stayed on his feet. Widener all the way up to the 23-yard line.
There's going to be a holding call. This is going to be coming back. It was a hold on the corner, kind of like we thought Mayflower was doing a lot last week.
And that's the signal. So it's a spot foul from the point of the hold. Back them up 10. And I see the official at about I started to say the 35, but now is that second official walking it off.
Good run, though, by Widener. Got around the corner, then carried some defenders down near the 25, but
penalty's going to move it back to the Yellow Jacket 45, so that's a net loss of about 8 yards from the line of scrimmage. It is second down and almost 13. 2:07 remaining here in the second quarter. And Clinton will split 2 to the left. Widener's at the slot. Shotgun. Gonzalez rolls to the right. Pass inside to Burgess. Caught. Back to the middle. He's got blockers. Middle. 35, 30. Up to the 25-yard line goes Dawson Burgess, and it's a Petit Fiber first down.
He play called a lot of motion going there, forcing those linebackers to have to look at the last second. Zach Hunt Gonzalez from the fullback spots in motion to the right. The linebacker's got to look at him. Brody looks to the right, counter comes back to the left. There's Burgess again, and kind of that tunnel screen, and man, can he run, and he's strong, and the Yellow Jackets convert that first down.
Minute 40 seconds, clock running. Widener out of the slot, right to left, lot of traffic. Left, turns it up inside. 2-3. Cardinals will take him down, but not before Widener gets, he's at the 19, maybe the 18-yard line. And we've got a Cardinal down.
Yeah, the Yellow Jackets, you don't want to see anybody get injured, but the Yellow Jackets need to call 1 or 2 plays right here, because when it goes back to play, the clock is going to start. The Yellow Jackets with only 1 timeout left, 1:31 left on the clock. So I know Coach Dufresne, he's going to probably call multiple plays right here during this, during this injury, taking advantage of a timeout here. Jackets with a chance, up 14-0, 1:31 left, a chance to really put it to Harmony Grove here if they could score again before the half. They have the ball to start the second half, and this big crowd here, Jim Thomason Field, it turned out to be a pleasant night, Jeff. I was telling people during the day, it looks like fall, but it feels like summer. But then right before kickoff, it got cloudy. The wind started blowing. Kind of worried about rain, but it just cooled things off. So Dr. Keith Coward out on the field tonight. He's here at the stadium.
And it looks like they'll get the Cardinal up on his feet and help him off the field. Let's see, is that a number 3? Is that Maddox Moore?
And that is one of their running backs. We saw Maddox Moore last year. Maddox Moore. Moore is the top defensive player for Harmony Grove last year. He's leaving the ball game right now. He was the 5th leading tackler in all the conference last year. Had 78 tackles last season. The Yellow Jackets facing a second down and 4.
After the 6-yard pickup by Widener. And inside, is that Josh Fultz on the carry? Number 6 for the Yellow Jackets. May have lost a yard on the play to the 20. going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for Clinton. Game clock running, 1 minute 8 seconds, but they're back to the line of scrimmage quickly. Maybe 2 plays to pick up the first down. Dufresne, they drop the snap, scramble for it.
Yep.
On that center quarterback exchange, Creed Brown and Brody Dufresne, and the Cardinals have recovered the football. The first turnover of the night. The Yellow Jackets and Harmony Grove going to have it with 58 seconds remaining in the quarter at their own 21-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Brody pulled out too soon, but he lost control of the football, tried to get it back. Harmony Grove player fell on it, and the Yellow Jackets were going without a huddle because they were only down to 1 timeout, but they kind of rushed things there just a little bit. And now with 58 seconds to go, you just want to get into the half, 14-0. Jackets going with the 3 safeties, cover 3, not letting anybody get behind them here.
Harmony Grove, quick pass, left side, incomplete. 54 seconds, 2nd down.
Quarterback's had a couple rushes tonight. It looks like he's the last 3 times, he's trying to get rid of the ball pretty quickly. Yellow Jackets have sacked him once and put a pressure on a couple of other times. Quarterback Lane Richardson had a big game last week against Central Arkansas Christian.
Single back behind him. And I think the split end flanker didn't make moves before the snap of the football. False start. Back them up 5. 2nd down and 15. Now they move it to the 16-yard line. Alec Huey on that defensive line for Clinton, along with, was that Coppin Ross? Is that 75? Let me see. Bryson Venable, the linebacker spot. He looks for the defensive signal. Coach Jordan Benson on the sideline. For Yellow Jackets in a 3-point stance. The line, looking to pass, throw it over the middle. Intercepted. 37 to the 30 to 25. Green to the left. 15-10 penalty. 5 tackled out of bounds at the 3. There's a flag at the 14. Interception.
Colton Warren with a pick. We talked about the 3 safeties over the top. Richardson threw it up. Warren caught it and made a great run. Got inside the 5. Let's see what the flag is. You hate to see that with only 42 seconds left.
Well, if it's on the return, it should be Yellow Jacket football after the turnover. Is that right?
It'll be the Yellow Jackets ball, but we'd rather have it at the 5. Looks like we're going to get it somewhere around the 23. And the Jackets could use any type of points here to get a 3-possession lead, and that's a huge penalty. Lose about 18 yards of ground, but you got the football. You still have 1 timeout. So you can throw the ball over the middle of the field. You can also run the ball.
42 seconds. In the shotgun is Dufresne. Gonzalez beside him. There's the snap, looking to pass. Right side, single coverage, jump ball.
Did he catch it?
Come down with it. Incomplete. Inside the 5. Is that Widener trying to get it to him?
Yeah, tried to run. You get near the goal line, they kind of call it the fade route in the back of the end zone. That's basically what that was, throwing all the way across the field, trying to get one-on-one coverage. And it looked like he might have had a chance to catch it, but when they came to the ground, one-on-one coverage out there, ball hit the ground.
36 seconds with that 1 timeout. 2nd down and 10 at the 24. I'd say maybe the 23. And
the Jackets take their final timeout.
Must have saw something there that wasn't right. Go ahead and take that timeout with the clock stopped. But you play. You
got to get something here. You need to get 5, 6, 7, 8 yards and give you a shot also at a field goal.
And that is an option that we didn't see early in the season, but now that since they've moved Derek Infante up from the junior high squad, he had a good week last week, kicking extra points, and had one tonight. He was wide left on his only opportunity tonight, but we've seen him kick the football, and so that is certainly an option now that they didn't have.
Yeah, early in the year we were thinking about possibly going for 2 every time, and then we used some players in practice, maybe just enough to kick some extra points. And then now with Derek Infante, he's really changed the kicking game. But the Yellow Jackets are out of timeouts. If you're short of the first down, the clock's going to keep running if you don't get out of bounds. So you got to get up and spike the football. But we need something positive yardage. Try to get Infante closer. Unless we can pull out a touchdown here in the final minute.
Two receivers on the left, one on the right. Gonzalez in the backfield with Dufresne in the shotgun. Back to the 30, looking to pass. Pressure, rolls to his right. Green in front of him, down the field. In the hands of Littell up near the 5.
Oh, my.
He had space between he and the defenders, but just couldn't pull it in.
Boy, you couldn't ask for more than that. Brody got some pressure, rolled out to the outside, and Littell had open room there. Couldn't make the catch. He was down inside the 10, might have scored. The clock does stop, though, 28 seconds, but now you're looking at third down.
Liam Hudson bring the play in, the junior for the Yellow Jackets. We've seen he and Dufresne hook up for a touchdown this year. Three receivers to the right. That's the wide side of the field. Hudson alone on the left. Take the snap, roll to the right. Pressure, going to have to throw it quick. Caught at the 5, near the goal line.
He's in. No, he's not in.
Tackled, looks to be tackled.
You got to get up and spike the ball. He's at the 1.
Clock has stopped with the Petit Jean Fiber first down.
Thought the official on this side was fixing to raise both arms up. He didn't. As soon as they marked this.
Littell with a catch.
Yeah, that's their spike formation.
Correction. This side of the goal line.
15 seconds.
Once again, a great play by Dufresne. They brought the house that time. That's what left some openings in the secondary. Brody kept his cool, looked over the field, and he hit Littell from here, because we're a long ways away. Looked like he might have got in. The official on this side looked like he was going to give the touchdown signal, but didn't. And now, if you got to run it, and if you don't get it in here.
Do you have one or two plays if you don't get it in? There's the handoff, left side. Touchdown!
Huge play. Great play. Don't forget Warren's interception set this up. And what a cool hand by the sophomore quarterback. Let the pressure come to him and then hit Littell over the middle. And the Jackets score on a Zach Hunt Gonzalez 1-yard run. And now you couldn't ask for a better first half.
Derek Infante. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. And it's good. Clinton 21, Harmony Grove 0. Quick break. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Petit Jean Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Wow, what a finish. The Yellow Jackets score after intercepting a pass. Colton Warren set the Jackets up, and on third down, Littell caught a big one at the 1. Hunt Gonzalez took it in for the score.
Harmony Grove going to field the kickoff at the 30. Right to left, going to go across the field and tackled at about the 37-yard line. That took 10 seconds off the game clock. That leaves 3 seconds remaining in the first half of play. The tackle by Caleb McCarver. And looks to be one more snap before we head to the halftime break.
Man, you were hoping maybe you get a shot at a field goal there. Harmony Grove gambled, brought the house, left some openings in the secondary, and Dufresne and Littell made them pay. And a great job to get to the ball and spike it. And you can't trust anyone any better than Zach Hunt Gonzalez. The short yardage situations, he's going to get you yardage. And he got in the end zone. The Jackets lead 21-0.
Under center. Did T. Inside handoff fullback. And he's got a host of blockers up the middle. Breaking left. Got to get him down. 40 still on his feet. 35 towards the sideline. Blockers cuts back. Driven out of bounds at the 25. And there's going to be a penalty. Unnecessary roughness after the play. This one may go against the Cardinals as the ball carrier I don't know if he did the first or second hit after the play, but this should end the first half.
If it goes against Clinton, there'll be another play. If it goes against Harmony Grove, the Yellow Jackets could take it to start the second half.
Jordan Benson says, go to the locker room. He says this call's going against the Cardinals. Here's the official. Unnecessary roughness, personal foul. It is against Harmony Grove. And assist on the kickoff that the Yellow Jackets will receive to start the second half. Well, you couldn't have scripted it any better here tonight at Jim Tumlinson Field in this conference matchup between Clinton and Harmony Grove. Yellow Jackets taking it to them. Clinton 21, the Cardinals 0. Stay with us. Halftime coming up. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Conroe Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Conway Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Savers. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Savers a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Clay, why was Clinton important for you?
Well, Clinton's important to me because, I love Arkansas small communities, and these small towns where I love to live have been really good to us, and we treat the business really well there in the community. It was previously Cowboy and a great group of employees. They've got a great customer base and a great reputation around Clinton. We just felt like it was a good fit to become part of our family and just take the show to Clinton.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Clay Maxey, CDJR.com.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992. Tonight's football game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Miller Sanitation, Troy Grashowski of Edward Jones, by Van Buren County Veterinary Clinic, Elevate Physical Therapy, PSG Heating and Air, Tharp's Barbershop, Academy Mortgage, by PEH Supply, and by Clinton Drug. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's coverage.
The Black Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Black Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blaglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Ozark Health is a wonderful diamond in the rough, I call it.
Living in a rural community, having access to healthcare is critical. It has been a blessing to our community.
Not that I want to go to the hospital, this last place that I really want to go, but this is a place I'd recommend to anybody.
There's nothing like the individual care that you get here. It's phenomenal.
Our purpose for being here is to serve people. It fills me with pride that we're able to do that.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle. The Black Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Black Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blaglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace. Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. Our board-certified interventional cardiologists, specialized team, and innovative cardiovascular technology are here to provide the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. So when you're facing a heart emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway.
And back here live at Jim Tomlinson Field, third home game of the season here in 2023 for the Yellow Jackets. Won the first two in that matchup. Matter of fact, they're a record of 3 wins, only 1 loss here in the season, dropping one last week to Mayflower on the road. Hey, well, come in. I was going to talk about some graduates anyway. And so for folks that don't know or from the area, this is the Clinton reunion weekend, kind of the second year in a row that they've done this. Not the homecoming at the school, but the town of Clinton doing a homecoming. And so the festivities started last night. They're going on tonight after the football game, and then a full day tomorrow and tomorrow night. I've seen people sprinkled around the crowd before the game and tonight. Folks coming back for this reunion weekend, hoping to catch up with some of their former classmates and folks around. One of mine, my niece rolls in from Connecticut. Taylor Huggins is with us tonight, former Yellow Jacket athlete, basketball player, golfer. I may have some of the current golf team going to state coming in before the halftime's over, but Taylor's rolled in for the weekend, and things going well?
Yes.
Yeah?
Haven't been here in a long time.
Got her degree and a master's degree in speech pathology, Washita Baptist and University of Arkansas Medical Sciences. And maybe we'll get her back in the area someday as a in-school speech pathologist or a clinician somewhere.
Maybe.
But yeah, and getting to see any other friends around tonight?
No, I haven't seen anybody. This was a very last-minute decision.
Yeah.
To come out.
Well, maybe so. We still got homecoming coming up. I think that's the week of October. Was that the 19th or something like that on a Friday coming up? So there'll be some more folks coming back then, folks, to get to make it. But we'll get to see you. But thanks for joining us tonight.
Of course.
Enjoy the ball game. It's a beautiful night out here at the stadium. Weather is just perfect tonight. And if you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page, you're watching the band perform out on the field now. You can enjoy that. I don't know if you can pick that up. Probably can't pick it up on our mics. We don't have an outside mic tonight to watch that. But the band, the Spirit Squads, tonight, it's a good night for them to be out and about. I believe that band may have their first marching competition of the season coming up tomorrow. I don't know if I can get some further information on that, but we try to report during the year on how those go. There's been a lot of success by the Clinton Band program here in most recent years, and I think maybe got their highest scoring ranking ever last year in competition at marching contest in the fall of the season for the Clinton Band. So good job here, and certainly for those students and folks in the crowd enjoying that one. So it's a good night, great crowd. Again, the reunion's going on. Some of those folks are here. Some of those folks will be out and about. I think, matter of fact, they're having a prom tonight after that. So if you're part of that, I don't know if that's going to be in old Walker Fieldhouse, which has been remodeled probably since a lot of those folks came back, but I think you could still turn that into a dance floor, or maybe even the old Rock Gym. Might have had a dance or two in there when it used to be a cafeteria after it was a gym and before going back to a gym. So wherever they're going to set up tonight, if it's on the school campus, I'm not sure, that may be off campus, but that's going on tonight and tomorrow. So a fun night for folks coming back, and a fun football game so far tonight for the Yellow Jackets. You just couldn't draw it up any better, the script tonight. I think, but for a penalty or two, which those are to be expected, one fumble in the first half, but for that, it's just been a perfect game calling for head coach Chris Dufran and execution by his players on the field, and they've done a fantastic job here tonight in this 21-0 lead over Harmony Grove. Benton, Harmony Grove, Haskell. I need to talk to someone official and see what they prefer these days. We used to call them Haskell, Harmony Grove. I see some places listed as Harmony Grove, Benton. If you don't know where that is, if you'll head down to Conway, to Little Rock, pass on through, get down to the Benton Bryant area, and pass those, hang a left, and go just a few miles there to Haskell Harmony Grove. If you know where the Valero is, at the in kind of the midst of the I-30 construction that's been going on there for a long time, you turn at the Valero and go just a few miles there, and you will arrive at Haskell Harmony Grove, school that I guess has grown through the years. I need to ask Debbie Rickard. I know she was there, now lives in Clinton, and I think her children went to Haskell Harmony Grove, but the school that's grown, a football program, I think it was established in 2009, and a team that won the conference last year in a competitive conference, and the Yellow Jackets just taking it to them tonight and doing a good job thus far. Here at halftime, they're going to get the football to start the second half, so hopefully they can stay on point here and finish this one off, get a win tonight in this conference matchup. And look forward to the post-game radio shows tonight. Other calls around the state. I know my dad called in. My call called in. He said, Mayflower and Pontsville, 7-7 at halftime in that one. So that's another one to watch. My colleague was talking about earlier, probably at least maybe 6 teams, if not 7, kind of battling for what are going to be those 5 playoff spots come at the end of the season. It seems like we're a long way to go before we get there, and we are. Tonight's the midway mark, Game 5 of Game 10 on the schedule. But you're already looking at what's happened so far, and unlike some years when you maybe have some clear divisions and you kind of know who's going to finish first or second, who's in the next group, again, at least 6, or my colleague said maybe 7, battling for those final 5 position spots. And unfortunately, after that last loss week against Mayflower, I think a team that we thought coming into the season, coming into last week, that maybe we're going to pick up the victory there, heading into a close matchup last night. After you drop that one, a little bit of thinking was, we've dropped that one. Does that bump Mayflower up above us for that 5th playoff spot if things were not to go as we'd hoped this year? But if Clinton gets back on track tonight, beats Harmony Grove, and you split these first 2 conference games, go 1-1, then look ahead. We got some more optimism there, and hey, who knows? And so we look forward to seeing those scores tonight from around the conference and doing that. We're missing our statistician, Coach Matthew Post, who usually joins us during halftime. I think he's probably watching. I see at least his dad is right now on the video. They're down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, getting ready for the Razorbacks and the Tigers. They're tussle tomorrow night, and hope they'll enjoy that trip there and have a good time. And we're glad they could catch us on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or KHPQ Audio at www.khpq.com or on your mobile devices through the Hot Country KHPQ app. You can listen in, so however you do, we're certainly glad to hear you. I'm Jeff Hall. My colleague's been with me tonight. Kelsey Robertson is in the studio. Sid King gets us set up during the week, and certainly glad to bring these ball games to you, and glad you could be with us. So as the band performs, and a couple more minutes on the clock here at halftime, then they'll probably take the 3-minute extra and tack that on to the clock. So we've probably still got 5 or 6 minutes as we go before the teams return, and we'll be ready for the second half. So we're going to take another commercial break, and stay with us, though. Clinton 21, Harmony Grove 0. You're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets. Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes. The River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back, the professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance. Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Clay, why was Clinton important for you?
Well, Clinton's important to me because, I love Arkansas small communities, and these small towns where I love to live have been really good to us, and we treat the business really well there in the community. It was previously Cowboy, and a great group of employees. They've got a great customer base and a great reputation around Clinton. We just felt like it was a good fit to become part of our family and just take the show to Clinton.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Clay Maxey, CDJR.com.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, by the Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, by Main Street Florist, by Clinton Real Estate, by Johnny's Automotive, by American Home Pharmacy, by TLC Bookkeeping, and by Regions Bank. These fine boosters help bring you tonight's coverage. Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair, Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Savers says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
Penalty.
And we're back here at Jim Tomlinson Field. What a first half, Jeff Hall. You couldn't have drawn it up any better than the first half. Jackets had the lead 21-0 here at the half against the defending conference champions Haskell Harmony Grove. And the Jackets will get the ball first to start the second half. However, if you just tuned in, Harmony Grove got a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the last play of the half. The Jackets will get it to start the second half. They're going to force Harmony Grove to kick off from the 25-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets, who lost 3 onside kicks last week, are not taking any chances. I look down there and I see a lot of skill players on the front line for the Yellow Jackets. And now I see Phillip Jones racing across the field. Maybe just off of his peak 4.440 back in 1989. And he's heading over toward the sticks with Billy Bannister and the crew. Not sure who else is over there.
Johnny Trujillo, I think.
Johnny Trujillo, yep. Long tradition here of a lot of guys doing it for a lot of years, which is a sign of a good program.
I did ask Johnny, and he said he wasn't sure. I said, well, it's been a long time, hasn't it? And he said, yeah. So, hey, thanks. Glad you could be with us. www.cagepq.com, 92.1 FM, KHPQ Sports YouTube channel. Stay with us. Second half underway.
Widener.
Fielded at the 40, 45, 50's got to seam the 40. 2 stretches to the left, 30, 25, giving chase, 15, 10, back to the middle. Kind of lost his footing in traffic a little bit, or he might have scored. No flag. Zane Widener all the way to the Harmony Grove 8-yard line.
Not sure about the strategy. They didn't do the onside kick, but they kicked it straight to Zane Widener, who caught it a low liner already at full speed when he catches the football. Breaks some tackles at midfield and angles his way to the left. The Jackets are set up first down, I believe just inside the 10-yard line. And, man, the Yellow Jackets could really put some pressure on Harmony Grove if they could punch this one in.
Dufran under center. The give is Gonzalez. Left side off tackle up to the 5. A pickup about 3, maybe 4 on the carry. Second down and goal.
Wow, what a return by Widener. Most people, we saw Heber, we saw Mayflower, they were all kicking away from him. I'm not sure if they lost him back there, kicking off from the 25. It looked different, but the Jackets have it at the 5.
Back under center, ball on the near hash below us. Give left side again, just short of the end zone. The 2, maybe the 1. Zach Hunt Gonzalez. He's got 1 touchdown in the game.
I call it bringing the hammer. Zach Hunt Gonzalez running behind that big offensive line, angling his way to the left with Huey and English and then Creed Brown at center.
Widener's got 2 scores. Hunt Gonzalez has the other. Will they punch it in here? 3rd and goal. Turn the give. Gonzalez, he's met at the line of scrimmage. Falls sideways. No gain on the play. Football still at the 2. It's going to be 4th and goal for the Yellow Jackets.
Wow, now if you're Harmony Grove, if you get a stop here, you've got momentum. If you can keep Clinton out of the end zone, you could try a field goal here. It puts you up 24. That'd still be 3 scores. If you can get in the end zone here, you're up 4. And man, this is an early big play.
Here we go, opening 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Head coach Chris Dufran sends the play in with Liam Hudson. He'll split wide right. Dufran's under center. Motion left to right. The pitch to Widener. He'll get to the end. He'll turn up into the end zone. Touchdown. Zane Widener, Clinton 27, Harmony Grove 0.
You get close to the goal line, sometimes you have to guess. Harmony Grove guessed. Middle handoff again. That time the Yellow Jackets changed it up on them, went to the outside. One Harmony Grove player had a chance, but Widener flanked him, circled him to the outside, walked into the end zone, and the Jackets score after taking that opening kickoff down to the 9-yard line.
Infante on for the kick.
And he punches this one through. Clinton 28, Harmony Grove 0. 10:04 remaining in the third when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Wherever the river flows and however the game goes, the River Company is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. Just like in sports, you want someone who has your back. The professional team at the River Company Insurance does just that. They'll work hard to find you the most coverage at the best possible price. Whether it's business, farm, ranch, personal, or automotive, the team at the River Company will get you exactly what you need. Sports is a team effort, so come join the team at the River, formerly S&P Insurance.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Clay, what can we come to expect in Clinton?
Same great service that you've always gotten at that store, plus the same great service that you get at our stores. We've kept all the employees, and so the employee base there that's been servicing the community stay in and become part of the Clay Maxey team. And it's just exciting. It's such a great community. The commerce in Clinton is really good.
Clinton is growing, and so is Clay Maxey.
Clinton is growing. It's a neat community. My first Chrysler store, so it's exciting to have Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram.
Clay Maxey, CDJR.com.
Well, the Yellow Jackets, I keep saying it, you couldn't draw it up any better. They take the opening kickoff of the second half down to the 9-yard line, and they score on a fourth down play by Widener, his third touchdown of the night.
Harmony Grove fields the kickoff at the 35. Good run back to the middle of the field across the 50 up to the Yellow Jacket 48-yard line. Harmony Grove will start there on their first offensive series of the second half. Yellow Jacket territory. Dawson Maynard, number 5, on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets.
I think Coach might have preferred maybe that kick closer to the sideline, if not out of bounds. That was about 5 yards off the sideline and returnable. Good field position at the 49 for Harmony Grove. And defensively now, you don't want to give up any quick scores. Allow this Diamond T offense uses up time, force them to have to either skid them off the field or make them use the clock. No quick scores.
Handoff right side, through the line, up to the 34-yard line. Big first down play for the Cardinals. Good blocking at the line of scrimmage. Had a head of steam. Jacoby Noble.
That's kind of what we saw in that opening series of the game when Harmony Grove got a couple of 3 first downs just like that. And then the Yellow Jackets stopped them and forced a punt down to the Yellow Jacket 35. Since that point, there hadn't been a long run.
Back under center. 4-down lineman. Handoff right side. Same play, same result. Up to the 20, maybe the 19.
Noble's on the carry.
Noble again. Well, must be opening up. It's hard to see at the angle, I guess, we're at. Must be opening up a good hole there at the line of scrimmage. Both of those plays just split through the line, maybe untouched. And back-to-back first downs for Harmony Grove.
Yeah, 2 plays, 2 first downs. That's what you don't want here. Let's see if the Yellow Jacket defense can slow them down here.
Same set, ball in the near hash here on the home side. This time it's inside run, up the middle, big pile up. Cardinals and Yellow Jackets. Short gain. Nobles again with the carry. Looks to be at the 17.
As you're watching, you see this offense doesn't lend itself, to go fast. The quarterback has to go to the sideline, get the play, comes back in. They like to play even or ahead. They don't like to play multiple scores behind because it's not a quick strike offense unless the defense makes some type of mistake.
Back under center. Give, left side, quick handoff, quick hit. Gain up to about the 12, maybe the 11. Going to be third and short for the Cardinals. Potter on the carry. It will be third and 1 for Harmony Grove. Yellow Jacket 12.
Coach Benson sealing in the defense. Again, very venerable, the linebacker spots.
Defense shifts at the snap of the football. Takes a step to the right. All 4 down linemen. The handoff goes that direction. They didn't need much, and Nobles looks like he will pick up the first down. Going to be at the 10, so it's going to be first and goal at the 10-yard line. Zane Widener gets credit for the tackle.
Yeah, good little twist there right before the snap. The Yellow Jackets guessed right, but he didn't need much yardage. Now they're going to have a 1st and goal at the Yellow Jacket 9-yard line and make them use those plays, keep that clock running.
Football in the middle of the field. Diamond T, 3 backs behind. Potter, handoff this time met in the backfield. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. The 10, maybe the 11. Noble's going to go down.
Yeah, Max Lopez on the tackle. Shifted again, and now another. Well, he's up now. Looked like a Harmony Grove player down. He's up. And that'll be a loss of back to what, about the 11?
Maybe a loss of 2. Tackle behind the line.
Jackets have used that shift the last 2 plays and have guessed right as Harmony Grove has ran right into it.
Back under center. This time they'll shift a little bit to the middle. Down the line, looking to pitch, looking to keep. Turns it back inside. 2-inch black and gold. A yard to the 10. 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on trying to do that read option.
Boy, you couldn't have played that any better. He come down the line. He ran that in the first half. The Jackets covered the pitch man. He kept it, got about 10 yards. This time the Yellow Jackets covered the pitch man. Also had him covered. There was nowhere to go. Great defense that time as they ran the option. The Yellow Jackets snuffed that one out early. And it's 3rd down, and the clock.
Now, you don't see that much. That may not be how the coach coaches the option. When a quarterback's going down the line, when he turns completely around to run the other direction,
you have no more options.
Defense did something right on that one. Here we go. Looking to pass, rolling to his left. Pressure going to throw back middle of the field. Makes a dive, but can't pull it in. It falls incomplete. 4th and goal. I believe that's Littell Bolts on the coverage.
And the pass was a little bit behind the receiver. He probably opened if he let him. The pass a little bit behind him. He tried to reach back. There was body contact because he had to reach back. The ball falls incomplete, and it's 4th down from the Yellow Jacket 10-yard line. And the Jackets could keep them off the board right here. Would be huge. I think they're going to have to take a timeout, I believe. As I said, this offense does not lend itself to move quickly.
Let's go ahead and keep it here during the timeout. A big 4th down play when we return, and you can see the enthusiasm on that Yellow Jacket sideline. The coaches and players coming to meet the 11 on the field to talk it over. They've stopped Harmony Grove on 4th down tonight. They forced a couple of punts, excuse me. And this defense, they've come to play tonight.
Yeah, gave up a lot of yards last week. I know they were disappointed as both the staff and a team last week on their performance, and got to give the guys so far credit. The coaching staff did a great job this week to get this team back up. It's a young team, predominantly, but with key veteran players, and the veteran players have provided the leadership for this team for those younger players. They set the example, and so far tonight they have bounced back after a tough loss last week. I know a game we went on the road last week. We were expecting to win that game, and it was a disappointing loss. But, man, they have done a great job. You got to tip your hat to Coach Dufran and the staff so far tonight as they lead 28-0 with 5:27 left in the 3rd quarter. And they're head back out on the field, and Harmony Grove's got a 4th down and 10. Let's see what they want to dial up out of the playbook, see what, they got a special pass play or something that we haven't seen yet.
It's Clinton 28, Harmony Grove 0, 5:27 in the 3rd.
Got to get it in the end zone. So the Yellow Jackets go with it looked like maybe that cover 2, cover 3 again in the secondary. And they do split a receiver to the left for the first time tonight.
And they'll fake the pitch, looking to pass. He'll throw it up. Incomplete, off the hands, almost intercepted. And pressure in the backfield again. Going to force him to maybe throw it maybe a little sooner than he wanted to. And it's going to go over on downs to the Yellow Jackets.
Alec Huey, Bryson Venable put the heat on Richardson again. He threw the ball before he wanted to. He just threw that one up. The Yellow Jackets had a chance to pick it off. Probably better that they didn't. They get the ball out near the 10. They might have had it closer to the goal line. And a great job by that defense again as they forced Harmony Grove, the defending conference champs, to turn over on downs. And Harmony Grove took off almost 5 minutes off the clock and come up empty.
5:21 in the 3rd. Out of the wing tee, they give us to Widener in the slot. Right, left, bounces. 1, 2, 33 to the sideline, stays on his feet, and he runs out of real estate. Took 2 men to take him down. Up at the 34-yard line, Widener with a Petty Jean Fiber, first down.
Well, I think they've had enough of saying Widener. That time he was a physical run, used his speed again, used the stiff arm. Don't know how many tackles he broke coming here to the near side. The Yellow Jackets had the ball at the 10-yard line. Now he's out to the 31, a 21-yard run for the senior. Already 3 touchdowns tonight for Widener. By the way, I think he is the Farm Bureau Player of the Month for Clinton High School.
Inside handoff, running hard.
And also, there's a show on 103.7 The Buzz. I think it's on Tuesday nights. It's a high school football show. I think he's there for a Player of the Week. And so that's a show with Thomas Thrash of Hootens Arkansas football and a couple of more.
There's, you go back, what was that, a couple of weeks ago, Zane had a highlight touchdown run here at Jim Tomlinson Field. I know I saw that video circulating a little bit on Facebook. Handoff, right side, left, Hunt Gonzalez up to the 47-yard line and a Petty Jean Fiber, first down.
I think we're starting to see, even though it's still 4 minutes in the third quarter, we're starting to see what we've seen over the years a lot of times when the opponent has had enough of having that run game coming right at you. The Yellow Jackets coming off their goal line from the 10-yard line, out first down, out at the 47.
Ball in the near hash, below our broadcast position. Flags fly, and that will stop that play. I'm getting a message from Mayor Richard McCormick out of Clinton, and just wants to remind everybody there's a street dance after the football game. The reunion tomorrow going on from 10 to 3 down on the downtown square. And hope you folks turn out for that. I've seen a few folks back for the reunion tonight scattered in the crowd, walking around.
I think the mayor will be dancing down there tonight. Mayor, if the Yellow Jackets win tonight, you got to dance down there on Main Street.
What? We'll have to see if his wife G is. We'll have to ask about that if she's here. After the penalty, handoff to Widener to the right. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, the 50 to the 45. Running hard. Pickup of about 13 on the carry. Up to the Harmony Grove 45, maybe the 44, just a yard short of a first down.
Another again, if you're watching on TV, that's a senior running back. He bounces to the outside. He's going to get 5, 6, 7 yards maybe, but he cuts back up the middle and then gets to the outside, and he turns that into, almost 15 yards. And a good job of following his blockers out there. That offensive line for the Yellow Jackets has had a great night so far.
Back under center, the give. Fullback, 40, 35, 33. Hunt Gonzalez, a Petty Jean Fiber, first down.
Well, the Jackets are starting to gash that defensive line now for Harmony Grove. They've been out there a long time tonight. I haven't seen Maddox Moore back in the game since we saw him go down with an injury in that second quarter. That's their top defensive player. And we talked about this as a football team with 16 returning seniors. A lot of returning starters all over the field.
2 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the third. Wing tee set for the Yellow Jackets. Coming at you is Widener out of the slot, right, left. Like, pulls away from one tackle. Second to be wrestled down at the 30.
Yeah, Widener just hit at a guy at about the 35. And then gets all the way down to the 30.
Pickup of 4, second down and 6.
Nothing fancy on this drive. Started at the 10. Nothing pretty much but straight ahead running in that wing tee offense.
As Colton Warren brings the play in, he had that big catch there late in the first half to help get the Yellow Jackets that final touchdown. He split wide left. Inside handoff. Hunt Gonzalez running hard through would-be tacklers up to the 25. Looks to be a yard short of the first down. Going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Once again, quick blast by the fullback Gonzalez. And what was he doing at the end? Falling forward.
Hardly any tackles for loss tonight by Harmony Grove. Just Yellow Jackets just pushing the ball forward.
Yeah, last season we were limited that night with injuries to the offensive line. Almost had to rely solely on the pass. Not tonight.
quarterback keeper, Dufresne.
Dufresne on the quarterback keeper.
And looks like he will pick it up. It's a Petty Jean Fiber. First down.
It's good enough for Petty Jean Fiber. They get a lot of bang for their buck tonight. I don't know how many first downs for the Yellow Jackets.
Also a sponsor of our along with First Arkansas Bank and Trust of the live stream on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page. You can watch the game tonight.
Clock winds down under a minute here in the third quarter.
Clinton 28, Harmony Grove 0. Line of scrimmage, turn, give, Gonzalez lowers his head into the pack. He might have got a yard, not much there. The 23 to the 22.
Yeah, he's going to come up with 3.
2. Okay, looking to the side there.
He's the Dylan Toney from 2010. It looks like he got a yard, then when they mark it, he's got 3 yards.
That's right, yeah. They may have to have one more snap. The play clock is about a half second ahead of the game clock at 18 seconds.
Got a text from Emily Pilkington at Arkansas State University, and she's watching in tonight. She's part of the Yellow Jacket Sports Network the last couple of years, and she's watching her Yellow Jackets tonight, and they have played their best game of the year so far tonight, Emily.
Wider handoff out of the slot, gets through the line, not touched, shakes off a tackler, and into the end zone. Zane Widener, Clinton 34, Harmony Grove 0.
That's what you call you've had enough. Harmony Grove has had enough of Zane Widener and trying to tackle him as he just bowled over tacklers, and they're walking back to the huddle. What a performance tonight by the Yellow Jackets and by Zane Widener. His 4th touchdown of the night, and I think that's 15 on the year. And the Jackets lead 34-0 over the defending conference champions, Haskell Harmony Grove.
Derek Infante moving up from the junior high. The kick, but it's blocked. Blocked as Harmony Grove got penetration into the backfield. They'll block that one, but it's all Yellow Jackets.
That'll be the end of the third quarter.
Clinton 34, Harmony Grove 0. Fourth quarter, when we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
We have partnered with Carti to bring world-class cancer treatment to Van Buren County.
Some chemos are between 1 to 2 hours to 8 hours. So when a patient is sick, diagnosed with a cancer, traveling to Little Rock, that's a pretty long day for sick people.
Back in the old days, you had to get on the interstate, go to Conway or go to Little Rock to get your chemo treatments. My mom, for a year and a half, was able to take them right here in Clinton, Arkansas. Big peace of mind for my mom.
Ozark Health, your community hospital.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think.
Hunter Hewitt, he got hurt in this game last year. He's fired up.
Oh, yeah. That's right, yeah.
Hey, I think we're back here. Talking about Hunter Hewitt on the sideline. He's fired up. It was 1 year ago when he was injured in this ball game. I mean, he's had a great game tonight on the offensive line, along with Creed Brown and Alec Huey and Jaden English. And those guys have had a great game up on the offensive line. Jackets lead 34-0 here as we head into the fourth quarter. And, man, what a great night for the Yellow Jackets after such a disappointing loss last week at Mayflower to bounce back tonight. It has been awesome to watch. And I think all the fans are out there listening tonight. We're getting the messages here. I mentioned Emily Pilkington. Man, she's had a great start to her career up at Arkansas State. She's already covered a high school football game, working the production truck. She's been a camerawoman for ESPN3 for an Arkansas State football game, and the sky's the limit for Emily. She's going to be a star one day in this business, and we can say she started right here with the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
Infante, back him up 5, redo the kick. He's going to kick it deep down the field. He's going to hit the turf all the way back, picked up behind the 20. Harmony Grove breaks the sideline, down the field. Infante going to come in and make the tackle. Harmony Grove going to get it all the way up to the Yellow Jacket 35-yard line.
I think the crowd's excited for Infante, the freshman making the tackle. He kicks, he makes the tackle. His teammates are excited. Coach Dufresne gives him a high five. And I want to mention we got a nice message last week from Aldrich Infante. And Aldrich is a great kicker for the Yellow Jackets just a few years ago. And he's had already off to a successful career on his own. But Derek's his cousin. And Armando Infante, great running back and kicker on the junior high team. That's Aldrich's brother. So we have been blessed to have the Infantes part of the Clinton Yellow Jacket football.
You're going to be hearing that name for a few years to come. Now on the first down play, Harmony Grove looking to pass. Pressure, rolls to the right. 1 receiver, 4 defensive backs, and it's incomplete. Harmony Grove second down at the Yellow Jacket 35.
I mean, the pressure once again by the Yellow Jacket defense. Here's a quarterback who probably had his greatest game passing last week, 145 yards, and I think 2 or 3 touchdowns. Steve Sullivan made him the player of the night last week, and the Yellow Jackets have made him look ordinary tonight. A 3-year starter at quarterback, and the Jackets have been in his face most of the night.
Under center, I formation to the fullback straight ahead. Busts through the line quickly up to the 25. It'll be at the first down marker. Maybe just short if I look at the sideline official, but it's good enough for the first. Harmony Grove going to move the chains. Zane Widener with the tackle.
Will be good for a Cardinal first down.
$11:20 clock running in the third. It's hard to say all Zane needs is a special teams touchdown. I guess he almost had one. He had a big return earlier in the ball game. And there's a fumble, and it's covered by the Yellow Jackets. And it is Widener. There's the special teams play. He gets the fumble. Harmony Grove turns it over. Yellow Jackets football with 11:08 remaining, leading 34-0.
Gonna be some payday bars on that one from Coach Hudson for the turnover. And the Yellow Jackets have held, I think, the second leading scoring offense in the conference, maybe, to 0 points through 3 quarters here early in the fourth quarter. And the Yellow Jackets are clicking on all cylinders tonight.
Dufresne, handoff, back to McCarver. Gets to the end, turns it up. He'll get it to the 29-yard line. A pickup of almost 6 on the carry for the sophomore, Caleb McCarver.
Yeah, now you bring McCarver in. He's got some fresh legs, got a couple of carries in the first half, and you bring him in and picks up right where everybody left off. 6 yards on first down. Talked about this Harmony Grove defense, led the conference in defense last year, averaging only giving up 13 points a game, but something this year has been different. They've been giving up 30 points a game, and the Yellow Jackets have 34. And the Yellow Jackets are averaging still 42 points a game coming in tonight, even though they only got 35 last week. I say only 35. Everybody, a lot of schools in the state would like to have 35 points in a ball game.
Carver with the handoff again, this time a yard gain to the 30. It's going to bring up third down and a long 3 for Clinton at their own 30-yard line as Dawson Burgess brings in the play. He was our first Arkansas Bank & Trust player of the game last week in that loss against Mayflower. I think he went for 80 yards, maybe 4 receptions in that ball game. Quick handoff left side up to the 33. It'll be right at the first down mark. If it got to 34, it looks good. And it is the Petit Jean Fiber first down.
I think that was Hutto, wasn't it? Nathan Hutto on the carry. Another set of
25.
fresh legs for the Yellow Jackets.
That is number 25.
Got
Nathan
just enough
Hutto.
for the first down, and that'll take another Clock's at 9:30. You can probably take another 2.5 minutes off the clock by picking up that first down. 8:52. We haven't even played 2 hours yet, Jeff Hall.
Well, correct,
we played, yeah. Coming up on 2 hours. Hey, more time for people to dance downtown. They'll be in a dancing mood tonight after this one.
Fullback, inside handoff. A yard pickup to the 35.
Hutto on the carry.
Hutto on the carry. I don't know if Clinton, let's say, break one. If they play it like they want to, they may not give Harmony Grove the football back. I don't know, 9 minutes. A lot of time,
we mentioned Coach T. Fran and Brody a lot tonight. Grandparents down in, I think, West Monroe were hoping to be here tonight, but couldn't. But I'm sure we'll see them in the future. There are faithful watchers to the Yellow Jacket Network down in West Monroe, Louisiana. Coach Post is down there. I told him it's the best state for food anywhere.
Handoff again. McCarver, right, follows his block, finds a hole. Petty Jean Fiber, first down, up to the 47-yard line. The sophomore, Caleb McCarver.
English with a good lead block out there, but also if you're watching on TV, 55, Creed Brown from center. Man, he is quick, his feet. He got to the outside. He pulled from the center spot and got all the way outside the numbers over here blocking.
Hunter Hewitt, number 59, blocking. What we mentioned earlier, I was out on the radio, talked about this was the game Hunter got injured in last year.
Yeah, a year ago he got injured and got back, got his rehab back, had a good spring and summer. And I don't know, he's fired up to be out there again tonight playing.
Near hash, handoff, fullback, Hutto. They'll wrap him up. Take him down at about the 50. Pickup of maybe 3 on the carry. Second down. Hunter's mom, Allison Keith. She keeps up with things. And I'm not sure where she's sitting at tonight, but watching her son play. There might be a big celebration. I was visiting with Judge Susan Weaver earlier this week. I think she said that the Hewitt boys, maybe some more of the football players, they're all coming to her house tonight after the ball game. They had plans early in the week for that, so this may be a celebratory night.
Better get the food ready.
McCarver again's got a hole at the line of scrimmage. He's trying to pull away from Cardinals. Finally, they'll take him down up near the 42, the 41. It'll be close to another first down. It is a Petty Jean Fiber first down.
Yeah, Jackets took over after that fumble recovery.
They quickly spot that ball. The game clock's running at 6:45 remaining. Clinton 34, Harmony Grove 0.
Eked out 3 first downs so far, and the clock keeps running. Jackets up 34-0. I think Hooten's Arkansas football picked Harmony Grove to win tonight, so may have to give Thomas Thrash a text tonight.
Josh pulls left, turns it up inside. He'll pick up about 8 on the carry. Joshua Fultz to the 24. I noticed earlier this week, too, I know Mike Hall pointed out to me, the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, they picked about 10, 12 games from all classifications to highlight their sports staff, all their writers. They did a short paragraph capsule on every game, and then they all picked a winner in that. They had Clinton Harmony Grove as one of those 10, 12 games around the state, all classifications. As you said, though, most of them picked Harmony Grove in that, but I don't know, folks, on these post-game shows tonight, on these radio shows, the scoreboard is correct. That's going to turn some heads if they see that or what they hear tonight in this one, as it looks like the Yellow Jackets may pick up another
if you're watching on TV,
first down.
Alec Huey kept his block all the way down to the 10-yard line. That is a sign of a great player. There's a running play behind him. He kept his block all the way down to the 10-yard line. Yeah, and a lot of people around the state, and they know about Zane Wider and some of our older players. They still don't know about these young kids that are helping to contribute to this team. So they may turn some heads tonight when people see this score. A total domination of last year's conference champion.
Out of the slot, the handoff. Defense in the backfield. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage at the 31, but no gain as Fultz is tackled. Second down, 4:55 clock running. Josh going to hop off the field. Jesse Wilson there, Joe Hudson, Jordan Benson, head coach Chris Dufran. And this will end up being win number what tonight for head coach Chris Dufran?
144. I told him before the year, if you get 150 this year, that means something really good happened this year.
Nathan Huddle on the carry.
I remember when it was a big deal. We were up at Elkins a few years ago in a big shootout one night, a spectacular game to call. I think that was win number 100.
100, yeah. 2017, 2018, somewhere in there. Yeah. That was not the Yellow Jackets scored like on 9 straight possessions up at Elkins.
Brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Yellow Jackets.
Hey, I hope we're around for 200.
Brody Dufran under center to give us to McCarver to the left side. Turns it up inside. Ball in his blockers. Getting his way through traffic up to the 20-yard line. It's a Petty Jean Fiber. First down.
That looked like a Zane Widener run from the sophomore, that cutback.
For another Clinton Yellow Jacket.
And McCarver, another first down. Fresh legs for him. Fresh legs for Hutto in there. Jackets in no hurry. Clock down 3:20.
And even though the game's out of reach at this time for Harmony Grove, you couldn't even script this final drive better as far as the time off the clock, positive yardage. These young guys running the football, and said earlier Harmony Grove might not get it back. They may not get it back unless Clinton has a big play to put it in from the 20. Uh-oh.
Fumble.
Well, there it is. That'll do it. It is a fumble on the quarterback running back exchange. The Cardinals will recover. There'll be 2 minutes and 59 seconds. Let's take a quick break. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Life is better with basketball and with First Security. We have the resources and the know-how to assist with your needs, plus a local team you can count on. So you're making better plays because First Security is making better happen during this season and every season. What's your better? Get there with us. Stop by your local First Security Banking Center or visit us online at fsbank.com today. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Black Law Firm is a proud supporter of Clinton High School Yellow Jacket sports. When you need an attorney, call the Black Law Firm. Whether it's an injury accident, criminal defense, DWI, family dispute, Ralph Blagg believes in equal justice for all. Now located in the shopping center at 244 Highway 65 South or on the web at blaglaw.com. The Blagg Law Firm, a proud supporter of Clinton Yellow Jacket sports.
Yeah, we're back to action after the Yellow Jacket fumble. Harmony Grove's run a couple of plays. They've picked up maybe 2 yards. Still got their first team in there for Harmony Grove. The Yellow Jackets are starting to pull the starters. We saw Alec Huey. We saw Gadberry come out. And here comes Zach Hunt-Gonzalez. He's checking out. Here comes Brayson Littell. What a great night on defense for the Yellow Jackets. They've thrown a shutout so far. 2 minutes left in this one. They lead 34-0.
Wyatt Dunn runs out on the field, number 47 for the Yellow Jackets.
It has been a domination tonight by the Yellow Jackets, both offense and defense. I think, Jeff, maybe only 2 negative plays the whole night with just the 2 fumbles. It was almost a perfect game.
Inside handoff. First down for Harmony Grove up at the 37-yard line. Game clock down to 1:31. And flags.
A little extracurricular activity down around the 25.
Joey Hicks made the tackle.
Player on each team.
Hope you can just get out of here.
I think Clinton may have pushed first. Let's see what the officials say. Bryson Venable checks out. Eli Henson checks out.
And just got to get out of this one with
Max Lopez
getting
out.
in trouble.
I think I just saw Josh Jones head out there.
Hey, Josh. That's son of Philip and Jenny Jones.
Josh had a tackle the last time we had a home game here. Had a tackle there in the end of the game. Dawson Maynard checks out. Good to see him back the last 2 weeks. Missed a game with an injury.
Called against the Yellow Jackets.
tack on 15 for the penalty against the Yellow Jackets.
Wow.
And that's
two.
I think that may be 2 unsportsmanlike. That's at least 30 yards, Mike Holly.
He's still walking.
He's finally going to stop at the.
Got his steps in today.
33-yard line of the Yellow Jackets.
Well, you sure would hate to see lose a shutout, and they pick up 30 yards on 2 penalties. I could see the one. I didn't see the second one. All second teamers in there now for the Yellow Jackets. Let's see if they can hold them out of the end zone for the final minute and a half.
Here we go. Handoff up the middle. Good job. Runs into traffic. Runs into a wall. Oh, well, that one may go against Harmony Grove. Oh, and there's a retaliation. There may be, offsetting penalties. The 2 receivers out on the left side of the field all alone. It looked like the Cardinal took down Caleb McCarver, I believe. I didn't see Carver do anything physical coming back. He may have said he didn't like it. So the official gives them both a penalty. Offset. Do we replay first down? No, or you get the. Do you get the result of the play? Timeout.
Yes.
And head coach Chris Dufran's going to take a timeout, and they may want to keep the shutout going, but they may also want to tell his team to no more penalties. Let's get out of here tonight.
We had a game a week ago on Thursday night, Little Rock Hall in Pottsville. The official actually stopped the game with 5 minutes to go and said that's it. After it got a little chippy toward the end, Pottsville came away had the lead by a couple of scores, and so they ended the ball game with about 5 minutes to go. This was a little chippy already in the first half. There was a few times with some altercations with Harmony Grove. Got a lot of seniors over there, and you came off your best year in school history last year. I'm sure there's a lot of disappointment and aggravation over there. They're going to be 2-3 when this game's over tonight.
Both are going to be 1-1 in the conference race. That's what matters for playoff
1-2 now for.
Or 1-2.
Yeah, Pottsville defeated Harmony Grove, so they're going to drop to 1-2.
Okay. You're right. That win against Central Arkansas
Mayflower
Christian.
at Pottsville tonight these are the 2 big games in the conference tonight. Clinton, Harmony Grove, and Mayflower at Pottsville tonight. I haven't seen the score on that one, but
7-7 at halftime. My call said that was the last report we got. We'll see if we can find something maybe before we go off the air tonight. Handoff right side, following the blocks, breaks it out to the sideline, turns it up, and pushed out of bounds. That may be up near the 5-yard line. Potter on the carry. That will stop the clock with 1:14 seconds remaining. And at the 5, or maybe, let's see, it's hard to tell this angle, maybe the 6-7 yard line for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that 30 yards in penalties. Those
make kind of the difference on this drive.
Yep.
At the 8, they'll call it. First down and goal at the 8. Ball's on the far hash, the visiting side. Game clock has started. Under center, handoff, right side. Got away from a tackle in the backfield. Forward, inside the 5, short of the goal line. Noble's on the carry. They've got 2 timeouts. They want to stop the clock. Game clock's at 35. Plenty of time to get another play or 2, even if they don't use a timeout.
They cut the play in the quickest they have all night. Quarterback sprinted over and sprinted back. So
from the 2, trying to get on the board here. The final 20 seconds. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Harmony Grove. 17 seconds remaining in the ball game. It's Clinton 34, Harmony Grove 6.
Peyton Potter gets in. I think he had 2 touchdowns against the Yellow Jackets last year. Gets in here with 17 seconds left in the ball game. That'll break the shutout, but the Yellow Jackets be glad to get the win.
The snap, the hold, the kick, low, but it's good. 34, Harmony Grove 6. Quick break. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Kick off the season with super fast fiber internet. Pettigene Fiber gives you the home advantage and is the ultimate choice for sports enthusiasts like you. With lightning fast speeds, you'll never miss a touchdown, a slam dunk, or a winning goal again. Say goodbye to buffering and hello to the ultimate sports experience. Call us at 501-745-2493 to sign up. Better internet, better service, and better pricing that will keep you in all the action. You won't want to miss this.
And the kickoff by the Cardinals, out of bounds. Clinton will have it. There'll be one final snap. This may be one of the most satisfying final snaps for this Clinton High School football squad. And head coach Chris Dufran is going to give his kickoff return team a 5 coming off the field. And you said that Harmony Grove gets on the board. Shutout goes away, but a dominating 35-7 win as this clock is about to tip off victory formation. Broder Dufran takes the knee. I see a player shake hands there, the line of scrimmage. And a final show, some sportsmanship there. They'll line up at the 50, walk across, shake hands, the coaching staff as well. Clinton 34, Harmony Grove 7.
Best performance of the night for the Yellow Jackets, probably the 2 fumbles. The only negative thing you can say about the night, it was almost a perfect game for the Yellow Jackets. And, man, you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit. That disappointing loss last week, everybody hit everybody pretty hard. And then you got to bounce back, a play against the defending conference champs with 16 seniors returning starters. And, man, what a performance. They jumped out to a 34-0 lead. And win the night by a score of 34-7. Jackets now 4-1 on the season, 2-1 in conference play. Got a week off next week. Everybody get a little rest and heal up, and then we'll get back at it in 2 weeks. But, man, what a win tonight for the Yellow Jackets. Probably one of the best performances I've seen here at Jim Tomlinson Field by a Yellow Jacket team in a long time, from beginning to end, offense and defense. And so we'll go down. We'll get a word with Coach Dufran, and stay with us for the postgame show.
Listen to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
Adventure awaits, and with the all-new lineup of Chevrolets, those adventures can become reality. Joe Lee Chevrolet has the best lineup of cars, SUVs, and trucks ever. Why go from A to B when imagination can take you everywhere? And remember, when you need service work, Joe Lee's service department can keep your Chevrolet running like new. Make your best deal today at Joe Lee Chevrolet in Clinton. Find new roads in your new Chevy vehicle.
Comrie Regional has been the community's hospital for 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway. When your family needs emergency care, you can trust our board-certified providers to provide you with the comprehensive care you deserve when you need it most. When you're facing an emergency, trust the care you'll find down the hallway, not down the highway. At Comrie Regional, we're not just growing, we're growing together.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Steve Good at Goods Cash Saver says you can learn a lot about life by playing sports. You may never be the biggest or the fastest, but you can always try to be the very best and give 100%. And that's what they do every day at Goods Cash Saver. Even though they don't have the biggest building, they try to have every item that you might need in groceries. They also overachieve every day in their meat department. So when you're looking for a place to shop, give Goods Cash Saver a try. A supermarket that cares about you and your community and says, go Yellow Jackets.
F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store, is a proud sponsor of Clinton Yellow Jacket Sports. F.L. Davis Cash Lumber can help with your electrical, plumbing, paint, tools, hardware, and flooring needs. They're a full-service hardware store and lumber yard. F.L. Davis can provide you with everything you need for your residential or commercial projects. The knowledgeable staff is always on hand to answer your questions. Visit F.L. Davis Cash Lumber, your Ace Hardware store. Same place, now Ace.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Clay, why was Clinton important for you?
Well, Clinton's important to me because, I love Arkansas small communities, and these small towns where I love to live have been really good to us, and we treat the business really well there in the community. It was previously Cowboy and a great group of employees. They've got a great customer base and a great reputation around Clinton. We just felt like it was a good fit to become part of our family and just take the show to Clinton.
Clay Maxey, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Clay Maxey, CDJR.com.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one.
Hey, I keep both of you. Hey, we rarely get this. I know he may have to slip away pretty soon. I'm going to quick wait. I got both quarterbacks. I got Job Chalk from last year's squad. I got Brody Dufran from the big win tonight. I'm going to let Job ask Brody about the game tonight.
This is first for me, first off.
Me too.
Brody, what was y'all's game plan this week going against that tough Harmony Grove defense?
All right, well, we knew we had to stop them on defense. We knew we were going to score every time we got the ball. That's the plan. So, yeah, we just had to stop them on D.
Yeah, that seems like it was the game plan last year for us too, but it didn't work out as well. But y'all definitely gave them a run for your money this year, which is always exciting to see.
Got them this year.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yay, good job. Thank you, Brody. Let those guys slip away. That was Job Chalk, our quarterback from last year, from the University of Arkansas, visiting his folks, catching a Clinton game. And Superintendent Jay Chalk, his mom, Jennifer, he says hi to them. And then Brody, QB1, maybe as we call him, off the air, the sophomore quarterback, son of head coach Chris Dufran. And I'm sure that's fun for Coach and Brody and his family, his grandparents here tonight. And his grandparents back home listening in West Monroe, Louisiana. I'm sorry that I didn't get you on the video for that. Is running a little bit behind. I should have caught that. So I know they'd like to see that. But we will have a recorded interview from head coach Chris Dufran here in just a moment when Mike Holly returns for that. And we'll have that for you. But good job to visit with those guys and talk a little bit about that tonight, the 34-7 victory over the Harmony Grove Cardinals. So this is one of those ones. The post-game talk there was almost like a pep talk or a pep rally by the coaching staff and the players kneeling on the field. I don't know if I've heard them sound that excited after a game in a while or not. We'll have to see what was said, what they talked about, and they may not tell us after that in the post-game parties tonight, but they're excited about that one. Chris Dufran, coaches Jordan Benson, Jesse Wilson, and Joe Hudson. And whatever they drew up this week looked to be – this is one of those nights to where it looks like you've almost got perfect, play calling on the offensive side of things. You've got the perfect defensive set. We may even saw some things on the defensive side of the football that were new, some wrinkles that we hadn't seen this year. And then you've got perfect execution by the players. I think my colleague said it earlier. I mean, but for a couple of fumbles that Clinton had tonight, you might say those were the only mistakes or the negative points in the ball game for Clinton, just offensively, defensively. One of those nights when you execute everything right, and that leads to the success on the scoreboard, leads to the win tonight. And, boy, it's going to be fun to watch those post-game shows and see tonight. I did get a report. My call called in, and it looks like Pottsville, I think, is pulled away from Mayflower, leading, was it 34-16, 34-17, something like that. Looks like Pottsville may go on to get that win in that one. But the score, and there may be an update. I don't know. Sometimes on the scoreboards online, they're not always current. I'm not sure, but I think there was a score. Maybe it was a halftime score. Little Rock Hall 20, Central Arkansas Christian 16. Now, if that score were to hold, that would be an upset of the night. That might be a shocker, maybe just as much as the point margin of the victory for Clinton tonight when everybody looks at the scores from tonight. So it'll be interesting to see if Hall can hang on to that one. And, boy, what a conference race we've got with at least 6 teams, or maybe 7 as my colleague talked about in this conference, maybe all within a game of each other on this. And, again, still early in the season. This is only week 5. Still got 5 conference games to go before we get to playoff time. And but it's interesting. There's head coach Chris Dufresne shaking hands with folks after the game down on the track, and everybody's still hanging out with this one tonight. And what a fantastic night atmosphere for football it is. A little breeze tonight. The temperature's nice. Had some extra folks in for the Clinton reunion that were here. They're heading down to the street dance or the prom. I think I saw it called in one place tonight for after game. Got festivities going on all day tomorrow. The 2nd annual Clinton reunion going on. So hope those folks will enjoy, and glad that they could see coming back to the high school era. I was telling somebody before the game, there were some lean years when wins were hard to come by in the football program here. Playing back in the 80s, unfortunately, I think my team, we won 5 games out of 30 in a 3-year stretch. And there were some other years which were dry in the 80s and 90s. But since head coach Chris Dufresne got here and got going with the program, there's been a lot of success. Again, playoff games, playoff victories, undefeated seasons, and a lot of success. Football is fun on Friday nights. But I was telling somebody before the game, I think even in those lean years, people came to the games on Friday nights. Football was fun back then. It was the place to go, the place to be, and whether you were a parent or a grandparent, whether you had a student on the football field or in the band or on the cheer squad, or maybe even just your kids came in to support their classmates and things like that. Jim Thompson Field was the place to be, win or lose. And so it's kind of remained that way through the years. I hope those folks back for the reunion can see that. But maybe it's even a little it's more enjoyable even than it used to be when you have some success and you win and you see the fruit of the work that you put in during the week and the work that you put in through the year. Another thing is sports are almost a year-round activity now. Even though you do have some multi-sport athletes who might go from football to basketball to track or baseball or tennis or golf or something like that, some of these football guys, they're working year-round, either lifting weights or in the summer and things like that. So with it turning kind of almost into a year-round training ground, it certainly is nice when you have success like this. Again, knocking off the conference champion from last year, a team that really took it to you and just out-muscled you last year. When one of those games when, kind of like it looked like tonight if you're watching, when Clinton, that rushing game, just Harmony Grove could not stop it, and you just beat them down late in the ball game. That's what Harmony Grove did to Clinton last year. So that's kind of what makes this even more satisfying tonight in looking how far you've come and looking at that when knocking off this game in the fashion that they did tonight. Don't take my word for it. Let's talk to some of the coaching staff. My colleague's been down on the field. He's made it back, and we've got some post-game interviews. Here we go. Head coach Chris Dufresne.
Hey, my colleague down here at a jubilant Jim Tummelson Field. The Jackets beat the defending conference champions 34-7 tonight. I got head coach Chris Dufresne. I got to ask you, your initial thoughts on this one.
I tell you what, after last week, we were worried about our effort and toughness, and we preached toughness all week, and they came out and played their butts off. Physical. With that offense, you got to match physicality with physicality, and they did a great job.
Yeah, talk about the week. I know it was a disappointing loss last week. We all thought we were going to go in there and win.
Yeah.
But talk about the staff and these kids to get them back up the next week against a really good ball club. 16 returning seniors over there.
Yeah, our coaches did a good job this week. I mean, we know we can be good. And kids just we had to be a little more tough on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We kind of hadn't been as physical at practice, but with this offense, we had to be physical, and you worry about banging people up. And we had a few injuries, but they played through it and did a good job. So, super proud of our kids' effort tonight.
After giving up 42 points last week, only give up 7 to 9. They came in the last 10 seconds. Talk about the defensive effort tonight and some stuff you did this week on defense differently.
Yeah, Coach Benson did a good job. I mean, we had like 3 or 4 different fronts we'd line up in, and when we started shifting, really confused them because, I mean, they're high school kids. When people start moving on us, and it's hard to know who to block and where to block, and he did a great job preparing them. They did a great job listening and learning this week, so we can heal up next week. And get some better at a few things and be ready for box site.
That's a 3-year starter at quarterback. He threw for 145 yards last week, and he was the Channel 7 Player of the Week, and y'all made him look ordinary. I think that you got to him with the pressure.
Yeah, Coach Benson dialed up the right calls at the right time. I mean, we kind of knew when they moved 22 around, if it was a pass or not. Kind of where he lined up, kind of like we do with Zane and other guys. He was their stud, so he had some tendencies on him, and it helped.
Talking about the offense, I thought once again Brody did a great job of managing the ball game. Hit some big passes in the second quarter and one before halftime. When the pressure was on him, he stayed cool and hit the pass.
Yeah, I'm super proud of him. I mean, you have a little dad moment when he makes a great play. Right before halftime was big, going up 21, and that was a great find, finding Littell. I thought he was in the end zone also, and then to get in with no timeouts and no hardly any time on there, we did a good job. So that's why we worked a little 2-minute stuff, so it pays off.
Got to talk about Zane. He was a beast again tonight with 4 touchdowns.
He was. I mean, he would have been a beast last week. We just never had the ball. When we give him the ball, he's going to make plays, and the more they have to tackle him, the more they don't like it. So
I know the second half was just like you like it. The other team got tired of tackling us.
They did. I mean, when you got Zach busting in there, Littell does a great job lead blocking again. I mean, he is a machine. Super proud of him. I mean, it takes a team. He's like a lineman in the backfield just going to blow people up. So, and then you got him, Zach, running freaking hard. So I'm proud of him.
The offensive line, they're going to grade up pretty big this week, I think.
Yeah, they took some butt chewings this week. They didn't do very good against Mayflower, even though we scored a lot of points. We got to, they just got to continue to get better and keep working at it.
Got an off week coming up. Talk about that, what the plans are for the off week.
Well, the only thing we can hope for that is we get maybe Cash back and we maybe get Ryland back for box site. Both of them should be back, and get them back in shape a little bit. So them two with the depth and the kids that have been having to play, it's going to help us out a lot.
Hey, before we get off here, we didn't talk about it last week, but Derek Infante, the freshman, he's done well.
Yeah, he took a couple butt chewings tonight. Kick it out, man. 22's fast, but yeah, he did a great job. He got a lot of pressure on him. I mean, trying to kick field goals, and he made a great tackle. I mean, he gave up a touchdown, and we didn't do a very good job of breaking down on 22, and he made a little touchdown saving tackle, so proud of him.
I think the crowd, his teammates, that might have been the most excited of all night was that tackle.
It was. They like little Derek, and he's going to be a good one, so we just got to work on a few things with him, and he's going to get better and better. He's young, too.
Mom and Dad listening back home, got anything for them?
Love y'all. Wish y'all had been here.
All right, that's head coach Chris Dufresne. Yellow Jackets win tonight 34-7. We're off next week. We'll be back in 2 weeks, and hope to join you then. Thanks, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And from the field, Chris Dufresne will bring Mike Holly back in live here from the press box at Jim Tumbleton Field.
Yeah, what an impressive display tonight by the Yellow Jackets. You throw out the 2 fumbles, it's almost a perfect game. By far the best performance of the year, coming off probably one of the worst performances of the year. You cannot say enough about the coaching staff, what they were able to do to get this team to bounce back like this in 1 week. And against the defending conference champs, loaded with seniors. And, man, what a game tonight. The Yellow Jackets written on all cylinders, offensively, defensively. Jordan Benson's defense almost throws a shutout. They scored in the final 10 seconds, but the offense so dominant, put up 21 points in the first half. We forget the Colton Warren play right before the half, too. Makes an interception there, runs it back, sets the Yellow Jackets up for that really a knockout touchdown there right before the half. You go up 3 scores, that's a good offense, but it's not an offense that scores quickly. So you knew you ended up 3 scores. You had a really good shot to win the ball game. Then you come out and score to start the second half. You're up 28-0, and at all purposes the game was over at that point. And this will be a game around the state tonight that'll draw raise some eyebrows around the state. And in the morning when people read this score, and definitely around the conference, this is going to wake some people up. And Yellow Jackets get a win. Every win in this conference is going to be precious because, as we said, more than likely everybody's going to have at least one loss. And when this night is over, there's only going to be one team left with no losses, either Pottsville or Mayflower.
And we're going to make it in time to watch the TV shows with some recap tonight. Post-game scoreboard radio usually starts at 10 o'clock on Friday nights, be it 103.7 or Rex Nelson, wherever you find him on channels. I don't know if you've heard this yet. I don't know if this score is going to hold, but there was a score, I don't know if it was halftime, of Little Rock Hall 20, Central Arkansas Christian 16. So wow. Could the Warriors upset Central Arkansas Christian? I don't know. It did look like, though, Pottsville has pulled away from Mayflower. Pottsville's going to go ahead and win that ball game. So it will be an interesting tonight.
Well, but Pottsville, if they do go ahead and win, they'll be the only undefeated team in the conference. They do come here later in the year at Jim Thomason Field. So right now the Yellow Jackets can't really look ahead. Got to take it 1 week at a time because in this conference, anybody looks like can beat anybody just about. And if Little Rock Hall beats CAC, there's still a second half to go in that one, but that would be something right there. But Yellow Jackets now 4-1 on the season, 1-1 in conference play, and the Yellow Jackets are off next week, which, as Coach said, that's good. Good chance maybe to get Cash Carpenter back and Rylan Jones back possibly in 2 weeks when the Yellow Jackets take on a good Bauxite team who features I think he's playing receiver, does play some Wildcat quarterback, but he's a young man that's already committed to the University of Arkansas, along with that quarterback from Central Arkansas Christian. So there are some athletes in this conference, including some Yellow Jackets too. And Zane Widener put on a show again tonight. We don't have the stats, the final numbers yet, but well over 100 yards again and 4 touchdowns for the senior Zane Widener.
Those 4 touchdowns on the ground. He caught a pass. He completed a pass to Colton Warren. He recovered a fumble. He made tackles. He's still down on the track talking with folks right now. Tonight was as much of a team and coaching win as any I remember in recent times, between the coach's game plan, between the players' execution, be it linemen, be it skill players, be it special teams, whatever they needed to do. As much a team win as any I could think of. But if you pick one, first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, Zane Widener again this week with just some of those numbers we just said. And he's the 501 magazine standout for the Yellow Jackets. And he was fun to watch leading the way on the field tonight.
Out our back door here, Walker Fieldhouse, visiting teams have been dressing there since 1964. I think if we took a poll of their coaches out here to the back, I think they probably also would vote for Zane Widener, first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, because in the second half, they did not want any more of Zane Widener, especially on those last couple of drives. They were tired of tackling him. And as Jeff gets the camera, there he is, number 23, the first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the ball game, Zane Widener. And what a night he had, both offensively and defensively. Not sure what the tackle numbers this week, but I think he had 7 tackles last week against Mayflower. There's the leading tackler in last week's ball game. So he does it on both sides of the ball. He's what I guess you would call the Iron Man, offense and defense there. And he's talking to Rylan Jones and Zach Hunt Gonzalez and Colton Warren and those guys down there. These are the nights you don't want to go home want to hang out at the field in the field house, and the fans don't want to go home either.
But
what a night here at Jim Thomason Field.
But we are, I think, as you said during the week, and you said earlier tonight, we are going to finish up 30 minutes earlier than we do usually. You kind of anticipated that with these two run-oriented teams, that they might take some time off the clock. Certainly that final drive, Clinton almost took 9 minutes or so off the clock. And so we will wrap this one up tonight and be back on the air in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
So-
we'll take the week off. Everybody can sit back tomorrow and watch some college football the next couple of Saturdays, and then we'll be back with you. I guess we travel to Bauxite 2 weeks from tonight, and that'll be another big conference ball game there. And, of course, there'll be some games this Friday, which will help flesh out the conference too. So keep an eye on those scores. But we'll keep you up to date. Check your Facebook schedules. There is, I know, volleyball next week on Monday and Thursday. There's cross-country at Pangburn on Tuesday. The golf team is heading off to the state tournament, I think, at Cherokee Village up in Highland, Ash Flat. And the tennis team is still playing also. So a lot of sports you can get out to maybe in the next couple of weeks. If you've been watching football, you can check out some of those other Yellow Jacket squads.
And I did before, and I think she probably got busy tonight. She was taking pictures on the sideline tonight. I did try to line up something with the golf time team for Gracie Linville, who is going on to state for the Yellow Jacket, the ladies tennis team, and then the guys team. At least I know they did well as well, and was going to try to have them up there in halftime, but I got busy and forgot. So maybe we can catch up with some folks in those other sports too as the season goes on and give you a report on their success as well.
Well, let's go eat some soup.
Well, thanks for tuning in tonight, folks. Enjoyed calling this one for you. For Sid King getting us set up during the week, for Kelsey Robertson, our studio engineer, for KHPQ Sports YouTube channel, our live stream audio folks, courtesy of First Arkansas Bank and Trust and
Petty Jean?
And Petty Jean Fiber.
They had a few first downs.
That's right. They did a good job. That's my colleague. I'm Jeff Hall. Until next time, you're listening to KHPQ and Clinton High School Sports.
You've been listening to Yellow Jacket Sports on KHPQ.